Yeah.
And we're recording.
Okay. Let me go ahead and murder all of you.
Damn it.
No, that was last week.
Technically, that wasn't even me. That was just the dice. The dice hated you guys. Okay. Here we go. As you've been making your way down the tunnel, looking left and right, there's a moment where a brief bit of noise has caught your ears. As you take the moment to look up, you see just out of the range of your light two scintillating sparks fill your eyes and your mind. With a thought dominating yours, the light goes out. And you are carried away. Thoughts are hazy, darkness ever present. As you feel that you are being trafficked in a direction. I would like at this moment, Sherry, if you wouldn't mind rolling a resist, please. That'd be a single D20.
Okay. Oh dear.
It is an encroaching, oppressing darkness. You are not being crushed, but certainly the feeling of just waiting. Waiting for a moment that something is going to be needed of you. Some time passes. It's hard to think about certain other things. I would like another resist roll from you, Sherry. Every once in a while, there is the moment you think you see maybe light, maybe color. Finally, after a moment, you shake your head and realize that you are in a dark space. It's quiet. There's maybe the sounds. A perception check, if you wouldn't mind. Now that you've been able to return to your mind. You find yourself standing in a space. As I said, not much light. But as you stop and listen, you hear something approaching. The acoustics of the space that you're in belie the fact that... Oh, there goes everybody.
Still here. Still see you guys.
From the game.
Think.
The sound that approaches, there's a scrape to it. Like something scrabbling, fully bodily, something big. From the sounds of it, it is coming in your direction. What do you do in this moment?
I turn to face it.
You turn to face, no light in this space, knowing the direction that this is coming in. And those two sparks slide out as if a wall in the darkness and look towards your direction. Hovers and begins to move closer. And then suddenly curl back as you hear a noise from down the way and a flash of light. As you hear, "Huh!" as something smashes into creature, object, something in the background. As you take a moment, do you have the distinctive feeling of having just made eye contact with something that is suddenly very distracted and has pulled away to deal with something else? Do you continue to stand there? I will go ahead and let you know this. As you have succeeded on your resist roll, you are no longer charmed by the creature.
Actually, now I'm curious. I'm gonna go check them out.
As you take the moment, go tentatively, quickly, you go to check out the area. Do you create any light for yourself?
Mm.
Or do you keep things subtle?
I won't cast light because I don't want to be seen, but if I can follow the sound carefully, I'll do that.
Follow the sound. Around a cavernous wall, you see that there is light coming from a direction in the tunnel. Something large and fast moves away down the tunnel. You see on the cavernous floor, there's some smashed debris of rock and ruin, and a torch sputtering to itself that has been laid out on the floor. You hear breathing. Someone is still within this tunnel. What do you do in this moment?
I'm gonna look at them.
Not hiding?
Being quiet intentionally, but still looking for the breathing
You see
person, creature.
boot as something holsters, perhaps a weapon of some sort. The figure steps over, reaches down and plucks up the torch that had been dropped into the tunnel and holds it forward, looks left and right, a little frantically. The light stops and turns. Looks like the figure has noticed your appearance. It starts to step towards you. You see a hand go towards what looks to be an obvious handle of a weapon of some sort. As the light shines from this torch, you see the arm, skin of the fingers, down past the bracers, curling out the arm, and the flat, broadened nose, darkened hair, an acquisitive look. As a hobgoblin of the Dominion has made its way forward and noticed your presence. What do?
Does it seem to have ill intent?
Guarded, maybe. But I think you know what the Dominion has been capable of.
Sorry, I'm arguing with myself.
Oh, you're good. Whatever you think is an appropriate response.
Hmm.
You know how the war went. You know they were the enemy. But you are alone. They haven't drawn their weapon yet. As the light barely creeps onto you, you have a moment to act. What does Shiri choose to do in this moment? Is the question.
I'll give a little curtsy, like gracious, but not too crazy, and see what he does.
As a light envelops your frame, you come into view. You, perhaps after a pause, give a curtsy. And you see this figure twists his head, straightens up. As both of you realize perhaps what the other one is. Previously, on The Power to Rise, the heroes that we've been following have been scattered throughout the Intermaze. As one team was stuck well within a trapped hallway and made new friends, another had found themselves in deep, ruined tunnels of some sort. Who knows what proximity these two sides had to each other. Nevertheless, as many adventurers know, sometimes the only way is forward. And as one side moved their way forward and found a horrendous, very, very pestful sort of abomination sitting beneath in these caverns and hallways, something strange and unexpected occurred, and a new, monstrous foe entered the fray. It carved through just about anything it could get its claws on. Before, thankfully, some well-placed shots ended this new encroachment. However, with its appearance, the knowledge that something strange is afoot within this place seeps into the mind of some of our adventurers. As Iria, Puddle, and Lola, accompanied with their friends, Little Buddy, and a new pal, Josie, start to cautiously make their way forward in search of some sort of maritime vista. It was Castria and End who were left in the dark, as their friend Shiri had gone missing. Quite suddenly, quite instantly within the darkness. As they managed to creep their way forwards, they found themselves within large open space with what looked to be ruins of different sorts. It is there that they made the startling discovery that the Zunder Maze might not have just the one entrance, as it appears the Hobgoblin Dominion knows very well about this space. They made their way further down with their squishy little friend Hubert, and with a little bit of stealth and trying to make their way around, were met face to face with someone who has a little bit of an explosive exterior, who, upon meeting them, asked aloud to End, "Do you know what you've done?" I procured, strangely enough, a once poster with her face on it. Either Charles or Amy, if you don't mind, one of you please pick heads or tails.
Charles, this is all you.
You can either pick odds or evens, by the way.
Evens.
Would you like to go first, or should the other party?
Was it? Oh, the Roach team? We can go first, because they ended last time. Right?
Very well. Amy, do you agree?
Of course.
Alright. Just checking. Hey, you gave the choice over, so.
I did. Charles makes good decisions.
Yeah, you got it. Well,
That's how he ended up on a wanted poster. So yeah, good decisions, all right.
why is
Entertaining
that?
decisions, then.
Alright, so. Iria, Puddle, and Lola. After a harrowing throwdown with a scourge from the Madlands, a swarm of roachlings that have been able to make their way into the Undermaze, scattering and skittering and scavenging for whatever sort of foods they can find, you've managed to run off a good number of them until the strange creature that Josie had mentioned was something of a slod emerged from the corpse of one of these things and urged you to burn all the bodies. You were all able to take a moment, take a breath, get yourself that little bit of that short rest. You were able to set your HPs to max, by the way. As you make your way forward, Josie relights her lantern. There seems to be less of the sound of scuttering about in the darkness. As a matter of fact, if you folks don't mind, go ahead and give me a roll. I would ask for perception, please. Okay. We are rolling hot. Jesus, stop rolling eights!
For the shit that don't matter as much
For the
as
shit that
combat.
don't matter. 11 City coming up.
Area.
Oh, I got.
That was
Also, I got
4
like
11s.
Good 7.
You. It's actually 6 11s. And a 7. Anyways, Area, you have tangled with these creatures well enough to know that they have basically very much just cleared the absolute zip code of the area that you guys are in. You keep your ears trained for that chitinous sound. Nothing moves ahead of you guys for the most part. You keep your ears trained just in case. Although, at a certain point, you hear sound of maybe moving water ahead.
Look, probably from all the noise we've had, if there were any more, they would be right here with us. So I think we've bought some time if there are any more. But I think I hear a stream or some kind of water source. So Josie, are we close to where the boat is?
As Josie turns to look towards you, Puddle, with your 22, you've had so much experience with various bodies of water. You've actually dabbled some time in like rivers and what have you, currents. You are keen to let people know, hey, don't go chasing waterfalls. The body of water ahead of you, you know, is less of a river and more like the sound of gently lapping waves. It's at some distance, but you of all people would recognize that sound.
That's not a river. Those are waves. I would know that. You question me a lot, but this is one thing you should not on.
Well, water seems to be your forte, so...
I know that it was mentioned before that there was a boat seen in water in Castria's vision. So, potentially this is the area? Or, unless there's another large body of water under this cavern. There also was that body of water back in the room earlier. Maybe this leads back there?
That's a lot
Anyway.
of underground river.
It's not a river.
It's not a river.
No, those are waves. I've only
Rivers
ever
don't have
seen
waves.
waves. No. Not like that.
Okay. You're the water
They have-
expert.
They have rapids. I mean, of course there's a river bank, but not a continuous lapping like that. You would hear a much more consistent rushing sound.
Got it. Well, water means boat. And that's what we need, right?
Other things. But boat is likely. And I still have my boat, so if we do get to the water, we do have ways to get across it safely.
Well... Are we all good to head that way? Puddle, you look like you're out of breath, but we can't stay much longer. If there's
I know.
more of those things...
I can't
Is it-
tap into as much power as I did earlier again today, or I will be...
Well, if maybe, like we said, we just need to be careful.
I think avoiding
We worked-
conflict until we can rest will be the best.
We worked pretty good. We had somewhat of a plan. It came together at the end, but we should err on the side of caution.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't think. Is there 2 bits of music playing? It's like really overwhelming. I
There
hear
is.
like guitar,
There
and
is.
then like I hear,
That's
and then like the underground like mysterious music. I couldn't think. I'm so sorry.
I
I
actually
just
don't
thought that was
have
the style.
any. I don't have any music playing on mine.
Okay.
No, I have Whispers in the Dark playing.
I think there's some really weird music shit, connection shit going on. I do apologize, guys. If need be.
Sorry, what was going on? I was getting
Foundry's
overwhelmed, and I was
fucking
like, I don't know
up,
what to do.
I think. Try refreshing the page
Yeah, give your page a refresh.
because I think it got
Sorry,
two
guys.
signals at the same time, and it's just doing because you cannot play 2 pieces of music at the same time. So there's something fucking up the Foundry.
Like the music isn't in canon, like the.
No, I have 2 songs
have-
playing now.
I have just Dungeoneering.
I have Dungeoneering and Whispers in the Dark.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
refreshing.
Page.
I just refreshed. I don't know if you saw the flashbang hit me.
Okay.
Refreshing because it's
Sorry, guys.
No, it's
no,
that's
it's
not bad.
fine.
Like I said, I
your
keep
fault.
seeing every once in a while the little player list go. So it's like,
If it gets too bad, we can just turn the music off, and I'll add it later
Yeah.
in post production.
Yeah, see, now
it's
just
working.
have engineering playing.
there should not
It's
be
good now.
at the same time. I do apologize, guys. There's some weird.
It's just
things going on.
Dungeoneering now.
Get the keys. No.
I thought that was the song style. Like,
Sorry about that, guys.
I thought I was supposed to be overwhelmed. I was like,
As-
I'm like, yeah.
all right. I guess. Well, I was gonna jump back in here, everybody. I guess we should just keep going forward because I don't want to sit around and wait for more of those bugs, if that's what those are even called.
We always just called them roachlings. But as for the red thing, Josie, you called it a slarg?
Slod.
Slod.
Although, we really could change it to that if we felt like it. Yeah,
Warp.
but again, no one got hit by that thing, right?
No.
No, I didn't get hit at all. I just kind of burnt through all my energy.
Okay, good.
The little ones are what got
You're
me.
You nearly died.
Okay. Yeah, from what we understand is getting hit by those things, you could get something nasty. We're not entirely sure how to classify it. Disease or curse or something. It's just bad.
Like I said, we just have to be careful.
Yeah.
Puddle, you said you're good to move. Lola, you good?
I'm good. She's now in full form.
Gotcha.
I wasn't already.
Make your way
I
forward.
say we keep moving forward.
You snake your way through its huddle, avoiding these smaller, definitely not medium-sized person holes, in order to find, eventually, a little bit of like a dampness, moisture upon the rock, which begins to give way to like sand and soil and dirt. Lola.
Oh no, I asked if I could do something on our way there.
Yeah, absolutely. You're on the way.
Thank you. Just because usually when we were going through the labyrinth or going through the areas, Lola would be playing her lute, but she kind of can't play it right now.
With the sound of everything going on, you hear the space that you're in. It's a good chance to try some stuff out, musically speaking.
So she kind of hangs a little behind everyone, lets them walk forward, and this will be to bolster the closest person, but because I am who I am, guys, sit tight for a second. Lola starts to hum the beginning of a song before she starts. Este corazón que aún te quiere ya está muriendo tarde con tarde como se muere la luz del día. Ya no puedo más. Tú me haces falta. Vuelve conmigo, alma de mi alma, vidita mía. ¿A dónde estás? ¿A dónde estás? Mátame cielo, trágame tierra, quiero morirme si no vuelve más. And I'll stop there.
Your voice fills this space around you. And while many might argue that doing such an act could be tactfully unsound, there's a period of calmness. There's no aggression in the space. There's your truth makes their way ahead with you in tow. Nothing comes crawling out of the woodwork. Nobody shoots glares or apprehension in your direction. Before you know it, you see before you a lightly shimmering bit of glow coming from what looks to be a gargantuan, what looks to be a massive, massive interior lake filled with something that provides like a glow of life. If you wouldn't mind, Lola, please roll presence for me.
Would you get advantage from the song she just did?
Very
Okay.
much so.
Okay, because that was a 5.
There's
Please.
no real failure from this roll, I'll say that.
A little better, 12.
At the banks closest to your party, an algae or some underwater swarm of creatures, microscopic of some sort, glows in a little bit of a reaction from your song. Strangely enough, despite the savagery and the chaos that you have just experienced, there is a place of peaceful just residence down here. As Lola yourself huddle in Iria, along with your 2 other companions, find yourselves at the shore of a great underground lake. How would an underwater lake work? I have no idea. viscosity levels. That's how.
So, Nightingale, the song, what does it mean?
Basically wanting to die because someone left you. It's asking the sky to kill you because you can't go on. The world is too cold. That is exactly what it means, by the way. It's called siempre hace frío. It's always cold.
After your explanation, Puddle wouldn't say anything, but she would have a look of guilt on her face. Not doing a very good job to hide it. It's not a trying to be subtle. It is like written plain as day.
There's a similar expression on Iria's as well.
Didn't mean to bum you guys out. I just really like the song. I like emotion.
It was a pretty tune with a haunting meaning.
It was very beautiful.
Puddle like,
Thank you, Josie.
I'm not bummed out. It was beautiful. It was great.
So, I learned to do this thing when I was little that is if I'm really upset, I just tell everyone that I'm fine and then I smile so that it looks like I'm fine, but my eyes never meet my mouth.
See, when I was little and I was upset, I would run away and talk to the dolphins and swim through the ocean.
I'm not entirely sure I know what that is or if I know what they sound like, but I can make the sound if that helps. Just tell
They
me what
never
it is.
talked back. They just kind of swam away.
Oh.
I can't speak to them. I just would talk to them and act like they could hear me.
Oh, that sucks.
There's only one animal I know of that can understand me,
Ooh.
and that's Hubert. Hubert!
Hubert somehow transpositions.
Charles, we should take Hubert.
Somewhere Hubert disapparates from where we are and just reapparates where you are.
I don't have the energy to bring him back to me right now. He's stuck over there.
As the
Lola, we all carry essentially invisible wounds that we sometimes hide. As for Hubert, Puddle, I hate to bring this up. Do you think Hubert took the map? You think Hubert and the map are... Because when was the last time you saw Hubert?
I have to be honest with you, Iria. Hubert is a turtle. Not an intelligent turtle. It is just a turtle. He's a great companion, but she is just a turtle. You can immediately command her attention with a head of lettuce. I don't think she took the map.
Maybe Hubert and the map are in the... Maybe someone took Hubert and the map. Because when was the last time you saw them?
When we teleported. And we all went like, whoa! And now we're here.
Well, if we're all here, do you think
And we got Buddy.
the rest of our party are together, or do you think they got separated? Maybe Hubert's with them.
Because we got Buddy.
We got Buddy.
So it
Buddy's
makes sense
still-
that they got Hubert.
No, Buddy's not in my bag anymore. Buddy got out to the combat.
Buddy is currently going pat against Lola's leg. In a
What's that?
absent heart
Yes?
attempt to try to comfort her.
You know, I'm going to say it. I trust that thing slightly more, and I think that's a crazy thing for me to say. But it has only helped me.
Lowe's, by the
It's
way.
adorable. How are you going to mistrust that face? Look at those hollow eyes. How could you mistrust it?
Big puppy void spaces.
Also, Puddle, I don't know if you've paid attention when we've gotten into combat. I don't think I would want Buddy on the opposite side.
It's not a matter of want, it's a matter of is. We can want what we want. I want to be home, but I'm not.
Do you think...
I trust it slightly more.
About home, Puddle. When we were in the archives, and I was looking over that map, and there was a word or name written there. Is that home?
Will you guys...
I'll probably mispronounce it.
One second. Gonna roll a presence here.
Blue.
13. Don't say it out loud. It would not end well. For any of us.
I will, like I said, I told you I would not utter it, but times have changed. I will respect your wishes, but is that home?
You don't know what it is, do you? You've never seen or heard of that
No.
word? Then it's
No.
nothing that you should concern yourself with.
Oh, I know. What if we do a secret swap?
I'll
let you guys ask me anything.
if I tell you things, do you know how I said there might be people that try to maybe kill me eventually?
Uh-huh.
You get added to that list.
Okay, that's fine. Lots of people want to kill me.
Also, I don't know if I trust this one to hear anything about it. And I just kind of like
Have you
gestured
heard
Josie.
Buddy?
You just-
Oh,
I just heard
I thought you were talking about Buddy. I thought you were talking about Buddy.
No, I'm talking about Josie. Just-
who is, by the way, like standing like no more than 3 feet away from you guys, who is looking up to the side going, Blue.
No disrespect. It's just that I haven't known you for long. And telling where I'm from and who I am is not something I've even told these people. I mean, I have told you who I am.
Blue.
I haven't told them. But I have.
Blue.
Blue.
Well, here.
Blue? Blue?
Blue.
Like blue?
She very cautiously pulls a hand from like her little backpack straps and just kind of points out towards the lake as you guys have been having this conversation. Her eyes seem fixated on something. And as your attention is brought that way, you see kind of just sticking out of the water, just kind of had just arrived. You just see a very blue guy who's just arms crossed, just kind of watching you folks within a little bit of earshot.
Lola looks
it look-
back at the other two. If we don't acknowledge it, maybe it'll go away.
Is it any type of creature that I've recognized or person?
Roll learning. Specifically you.
'Cause-
I mean, the other two can try as well.
Learning?
Oh,
Yeah.
I clicked roll. I don't know if it's disconnected me or not though,
Oh, damn it.
because nothing happened.
Yeah, hang on. You guys aren't in here. God damn it, this thing.
Oh, it's spinning now.
Okay.
I have lost connection.
Okay.
Yeah, it won't let me bring up my sheet.
Did
We've lost connection,
Attempting to reestablish.
Yep, that's what I got.
Oh, I just gotta. This site can't be reached.
At this point, I'm thinking I might just have to restart my computer real quick. Area and Puddle. As the two of you look out towards the stranger who has just approached, or appeared, or whatever, they got the drop on you. It definitely seems there's a area. Both of you kind of look for a moment. I mean, this person is blue. An area you just can't help but look at this person. Look back at Puddle a bit. She's. It's hard to argue it. She's blue too. And as this figure looks at the lot of you, you see this figure cocks his head a bit, looks towards all of you. She goes, "My word, I was coming on over to say, if you couldn't mind keeping some of the noise down, you're doing something to the fishes, but my word, girl, who hurt you?" And just woof, right into your face. And Ira, your choice, if you'd like to, roll a might. You can fail if you'd like to.
Might?
Yes, Buddy may also make this roll if you think he'd want to. Yeah, Puddle, you are exempt from this. Don't worry about it.
God damn, buddy.
Wow, guys.
Those DM dice.
Their Puddle immediately around you. A surge of water appears, grows to two quick waves, and pushes everyone else away from you. Except for Iria and Buddy. They're just kind of... you just hear Josie and Lois off to the sides as this figure comes up, makes no other bodily motions as he does so, and just kind of gets closer towards you. You look and you see, like, facial hair of what looks to be, like, kind of like a weird, like, kelp sort of situation going on. Hair kind of comes down a scraggly mess, like, oh, what's that actor? Amy, Lobo Baby.
Oh, yeah, Aquaman.
Yeah.
Fuck, what's his name?
Jason Momoa.
Jason
Thank you,
Momoa.
A little bit of like a punch to like a kind of a almost exposed stomach sort of situation underneath like just a very nice looking shirt and everything like that. But you see, he kind of like leans in, and you notice at this point how large this person is as they kind of lean over towards you. Oh my! Of all the things that could come drifting in here, what have they done to you, young lady?
Please tell what you mean. I'm sure you were raised better than to speak to someone like that. What do you mean I look for?
Oh.
I'm a little tired, but I don't look that bad, do I? Are you trying to say I look bad?
I'm sorry. Forgive my impertinence. It should be you who's watching your tongue. He snaps his fingers and your feet freeze to the ground. Perhaps introductions are in order before we carry on conversation. My name is Ichthygluck. What are you doing in my lake? Meanwhile, and Castria. As the two of you have come face to face with this strange hobgoblin woman who stretches out a bit of this wanted poster in front of the both of you, the both of you have a moment of just how would you like to respond to this strange, literally out-of-pocket accusation sort of situation?
Castria turns to end with like a questioning look, like, what is this?
And would look at Castria when asked pose this question and be like, "Hey, lady, what is that exactly?"
End and Castria, despite what appears to be displayed on her face, both of you noticed that brief moment where that card fell, drifted, and like an absent wind just picked it up and whisked it away. This woman looks towards the both of you and goes, "That's actually a great question. Some folks just passed this along very recently, said to keep an eye out for someone matching your description. Is all. Weird that we're running into each other so soon. Oh, don't get me wrong, I clearly understand that I'm outnumbered, and even if I wanted to, I'm probably not going to be the person to bring you in anyway. So, just out of curiosity, any clues?"
Cass would kind of like just put a hand on end and be like, "Do you think this has to do with the wizards? They couldn't possibly have gotten some sort of word out from wherever they are keeping him. Did he
Yeah, that's-
have any associates that would do dealings with Dominion?"
I have no idea what. No, I don't know, because he was weird with his information, but I don't know. Do you think he's trying to frame me again or something? It's always very sketchy.
I could try something. Something small. Can I read the object?
Reading on the object? Yeah, what does that boon do, if you don't mind?
Let me see. I'm trying to just like that sort of like touch and see if I can glean any information from it via presence. I can't read it for some reason.
Yeah, pulling up the
Hang on.
that does-
There it is. Through supernatural magic or extrasensory perception, you reach out and connect with an object or place, gaining the ability to read residual information from it and divine what has occurred in its vicinity in the past. Okay. So I would try to reach out to when it was made to see if I can get any clues from that.
Max level that you can do right now is the past hour.
But she said it was recently made and recently handed over, so maybe there's some information there.
She did say it was recently handed over, correct. You can absolutely try to do a reading on this.
I'm gonna try. Let's see if I can figure, because maybe they talked about it.
If it was made in the past hour, yeah, you'd get that.
It's the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep staring at the two of them and be like,
yeah. Do you have anything like bolstering your impressions or anything else along those lines?
I could focus action it because I'm not moving.
That's true. If you don't mind this being a little obvious, then go ahead and roll with advantage 1. The DC we're looking for is a 20.
I do have to ask for the paper from.
She doesn't yank it out of your hands or anything like that. She does kind of like just present it. But yeah, you just kind of go, "Can I see?" Mm-hmm. She'll do that.
I'll just kind of like hold it, put one hand on my cards, and let's see if I can glean anything. Focus.
Yeah, go ahead.
Focusing is 1, and then you know what? I do have a legend point from last time, so I'll make this 2.
Sure. Excellent. Mm-hmm. This poster looking back into the past, usually you're focused on the future, but the past of this particular object, you see that it was bundled with with others of its kind.
Any other recognizable faces?
Hard to tell if it was how recently it was made. The earliest memory, an hour ago max, was in the pouch of someone.
Can I get a read on who that person is?
Less than an hour ago, this poster was pulled out of the satchel, presented in a cavernous space to a group of what you can assume are a group of hobgoblins with what look to be lights on their heads. The figure who accepts it is the woman standing across from you. The person who hands this over has the face of a devil.
Not a tiefling, definitely a devil.
The face looks like it. Horns, savage, vicious looking features to it. A figure of hard to make out the body. But you see it presents this and places it into the hand. That figure fades from your view. You see it is pulled out, studied, some gesture towards it, questions you can't really hear or understand, before you see the past Nix's shrugs, rolls it back up, shoves it in her pocket. And at some point later, there is the explosion. Following that, it's brought back out to light and presented to the both of you.
I've at least verified she's telling the truth. So she'll look up. Not much useful could I gather, except... I suppose you wouldn't answer this, but... Are you often getting deliveries from the devil?
I'll be real with you. Give me a persuasion, actually, if you don't mind.
I'll bat my eyes if I have to.
To be fair, it's every once in a while I receive missives and such, so I'm not entirely sure what this is about. Although, seems this was somewhat recently made.
And it was from the king, from the seal, but it was delivered by...
Okay, that's very funny. Are you're from the Alliance or no? A different community?
I am from
What's
the
that?
Sands.
Okay, well, how well do you know your history?
Only what is commonly talked about. Not, I am still learning the history of this
Well,
land.
allow me to just shortcut a little bit of a TLDR for you. The king is dead. Don't worry about that.
But
The king
his
did not fill this out.
seal is still in use?
Oh, yes, of course. What with the many heirs and heiresses running about, someone's got to be in their bonnet. Apparently, this one did something to really prickle someone's feelings.
And by this seal, one of the heirs?
Yes. If my guess was to be correct, I don't know if I should just go around blabbing about Prince Hirelix, but you know. Oh darn, I guess I let it slip a bit.
You don't seem particularly tied to your culture.
Oh no, I have my own agendas. Don't worry about that. All this tea place here. She looks at it and goes, I'm not really interested in this lack of reward, to be honest.
Really? What's it going for?
Roll!
We're getting a One Piece style bounty
Fuck.
reveal.
Hold on. Shoot. I want to make this fun. And do you have any points in presence?
I have 0 points.
Roll presence with advantage. We'll say that.
Lucky number 7.
She looks to you and goes, currently 7,000 tallies.
What is a tally?
Oh, closest I would be able to say it's about. Do you folks have the whole copper, silver, gold standard still from the old days?
I believe so.
So about
That and chips.
chips. Really?
Casinos.
You see her look confused for the first time. She goes,
It is a place of entertainment and gambling. Coin is exchanged for chips to make it easier to keep track of, and it keeps theft from happening as much.
I see. We usually have duties, or I go deal with that monster out there sort of situations. We don't really gamble money. That's kind of against the law. Anyways, about 700 platinum pieces.
I have no concept of money. I was just not along. Like, is that like
Yes,
what?
that's the number.
Cool.
Fuck.
Wow, that's a lot.
Charles, I can't keep flooding you with legend points.
700 of those things.
Well, if you are not interested in the bounty, and we have no interest in conflict, we could just part ways peacefully.
I mean, unless you folks are bored and want to help me out with something. Actually, hold on. You might be related. I'll ask you. What are you folks doing here? Out of curiosity. You're here seeing the sights? Gonna make your way through? I give you some help. Some company. Someone who isn't, she just jerks her head back towards the rest of the group that you saw.
She'll look, and perhaps you would be able to keep us out of their way.
I'm staying out of their ways, so. Besides, you folks are interesting.
She'll actually look at End and be like, honestly, I don't think she's too bad. And, anyone who can handle explosives with that ease? Talent. Besides, we need help finding our friends again. And
Yeah,
I
the
can't
same.
keep
Plus, I
relying
like-
on my powers. And I am not
Plus, I
good
like-
in a fight.
Plus, I like helping people.
That is true. I should have led with that.
Good, excellent. I also like helping people. Well, I like helping people figure things out for themselves. But at the very least, we have similar interests. Also, I have your squishy little friend, and she says you should come along with.
Hubert. She belongs to a friend of ours, and we should find them. Perhaps in helping you, we will... Do I feel a tug that helping her will lead us maybe to where our friends are?
Roll prescience. This is, you can either get a rough read or you can do your precognition, although that does take a minute. 11.
11.
She is clearly not trying to lead you back to the others to get you guys slapped in manacles or wherever the fuck. You look at her, this is just a rebellious young woman who apparently has already flipped off what you can assume is the commander of the group behind her, and has found the two of you, and is just like, you guys are fun. You want to go hang out and, like, I don't know, smoke or have snacks or something, and throw shit at things and do some graffiti?
So there is a glimmer of potential.
Yes.
I think we will help you. What is it you need help with?
Oh, honestly, it's still kind of the same mission that we're supposed to be doing out here. We're part of the relic recoverers. We're just looking around for old things and making sure it doesn't blow up and kill everybody.
That seems rather... And please do not be offended, it is just the stories I have heard. That seems very philanthropic of your people.
If only everyone felt the same way. Regardless, the less nasty things we have crawling up from beneath the surface, the better. We heard something about a particularly interesting old set of ruins around here, and honestly, I just wanted to check it out, and if it turns out to be super bad, I could use your help destroying everything.
Alright. We are separated from one of our group who was really separated from us. She meant to be by herself. So I have that concern in the back of my mind.
Don't blow up everything. Got it.
As a matter of fact, has enough time passed that I can use the spying diamond again to see if Shiri is okay?
You may. That will end your scene.
Oh.
And
is there anything else you want to do?
I will go ahead and let you know this. I'm going to use that to transition.
Oh, okay. So she will look at Nexus and be like, "Pardon, I have one more trick up my sleeve," and she will take out the diamond and look for Shiri.
As you go to pull out your diamond and take your moment to look through, she turns back towards you and goes, "Actually, now that I think about it, the reason this sort of thing happened..." She looks over at Castria, looks back at you, and starts scooting her way towards you. Like a really weird, kind of non-aggressive, but just kind of like getting kind of closer towards you into like your personal space, like she's trying to share a secret with you. You back up, or you just...
Wait, I was like, oh, she's coming towards me.
This weirdo approaches you, yeah. She leans in, goes, "By the way, I'm taking a punt here, but have you by any chance seen anything like this?" She pulls out another scrap of paper. You unfortunately can't read it. It is not in a language that you fully understand. Oh, you don't know Goblin?
I do not.
I can at the very least write it in common. And she writes out M-A-L-F. Any chance you wouldn't have to know this name, would you?
No, I don't even think that's a name.
I will ask you, the player, do you know that?
Huh? Yeah, the player does, but she...
Roll deception, then.
Because as a player, I mean, she probably forgot since she renamed the things.
I mean, it's still there.
I'm back, by the way.
Oh, damn.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Well. Holy shit. You know what? That is crazy. She looks at you. I have no idea. Give me a perception check if you don't mind.
0 points.
Yeah. I'll give you advantage on it because the deception is so good.
11, 17.
There has been a veneer on her face this whole time that she's been speaking with the both of you and holding Hubert and all these other sort of stuff. The moment you go, I have no idea about that, you see a genuine twinge of disappointment. Not like oh, this person's hiding something from me. You get the sense that she was hoping that you would answer in the affirmative for personal reasons that she doesn't look like she's, like there was just, you just see like a spark of some genuine hope just go away. It looks back at Castria, looks back at you. Can I trust you with secrets,
Of course.
I'm not saying you probably won't do this. If you do have to find information regarding that, again, I don't anticipate you would do this. Don't bring it to the others. If you could let me know first. If it happens in the next 5 minutes that we spend together or whatever.
Yeah, no problem. Right, maybe we'll find it. Help you find those relics, and they'll be on there or something.
Oh, this is not relic.
Oh, thought it'd be like those artists when they put their signature, like a peacock.
Actually, yes. It's a side project I'm working on.
Huh. Everybody got their hobbies.
Yeah, I don't report to you. You don't go blabbing about this to everyone else. Well, she just very violently, not subtly, points back towards the rest of the hobgoblins. Castria.
Mm-hmm.
As your view fades into the spine diamond, you see over the shoulder, as there is a curtsy, someone holding a torch, stepping forward towards this figure. As Shuri, this hobgoblin, male from the looks of it, flattened brown nose, a little bit of like a strange blue tinge right on like the coloration. Has a headlamp with like a little tiny crystal in it that looks like it's been cracked at some point. Looks towards you. You see there's a air of hesitation in his face. Looks around. You... all right.
I seem very lost.
You say that to him?
I do.
Oh, okay. I just need to make sure. incredibly awkward pause as he just kind of... Because it's definitely a weird standoff of he knows what you are and that you know what he is and all this sort of stuff, and he just kind of...
Can I say it's my socially awkward thing?
You see, he's looking around in the darkness to be like, oh shit, there's one of them. Are there more of them? Did I walk into an ambush? What's going on? You're very much looking at someone who is a soldier of some sort, who is down here, as he looks about and just...
Because in my head, I don't know if the hobgoblins are the same as they were, was at one point in time during the war, so like maybe things changed. I don't know. So I'm just trying to be nice.
Yeah, and also there are just like goblinoids in Undertown everywhere that that are just cool. Yeah.
So yeah, for clarification, you're very much used to goblins, who are the mostly smaller sized creatures with green skin, various hairstyles, all sorts of other facial sort of like structures and stuff. This is a hobgoblin who is a medium sized, actually taller than you. Just hair, there's like a little bit of like a knot, braids coming down off his back, some like facial hair, mutton chop sort of situation. Absolutely a very confused, well, less confused and more like wary sort of guy who's not... His arm isn't tightened up or anything like that, but it's definitely still like kind of open palm, like resting on the hilt of, now that he's gotten close, like within a little bit of better studying distance, a sort of like a club of some sort which rests next to a sword.
I guess for the sake of clarification, is it like just a straight shot, or is there anywhere else I could go besides like where he came from, or is it just like...
You kind of look back and around like the lip of a little thing, you feel like there is like a little cavern space. If you wanted to try to leave, there's a darkened bit of tunnel back behind you that you could try your luck with.
Because I feel bad, because I don't want to make the hobgoblin nervous. I'm just trying to...
You get the sense that he is basically doing the approximation, not that, I don't know if Shuri would know this, but the approximation of checking your corners.
Gotcha.
As he's just kind of like looking to the side, being like, okay, there's a human here. Is there like, if I go towards her, am I going to get jumped by someone? So there's definitely a kind of like this weird standoff. Lost.
I promise I mean you no harm.
Common. Not good. Kerisamarasmor. He speaks in a language you didn't... what languages do you know? Out of curiosity?
I don't know if I have any listed, actually.
I'll go ahead and make this easy. Do you think Shuri knows Goblinoid?
I wouldn't imagine so. Would it be fun? Sure. But I can't
I would say
justify by any means.
You maybe recognize that as a language, but you're definitely not fluent in it. I don't think you've had enough experience to know. And he looks at you and goes, it's fine. You hear down the way he came a voice, a little lighter in tone, perhaps feminine or something like that. Roke! Roke! Just kind of like echoes down the tunnel. You see him turn, looks back at you, and a little bit of like a panic appear in his eyes. But he looks at you and just kind of does this, like kind of like downward waves his hand a bit. Turns back and shouts something back up the tunnel. There's a brief bit of conversation. He just shouts something back,
can lead?
He points at himself, can lead,
Oh.
and then
Oh,
points
oh,
to you, and then like jerks his thumb back the way behind him.
Okay, I'll follow him then.
You see him.
Thank you very much.
He nods, reaches up, and like tugs at like the weird little headband thing he's got. Fiddles with it for a bit, and just gives up. Holds the torch up over him. You see as he kind of like turns. This man is decked in like armor and weapons galore. You see, like, down his side, there's a throwing axe, there's a bow strapped to his back, there's, like, a bolt side quiver of bolts that looks like he hasn't pulled at or anything else along those lines. There's pouches and those sorts of things. This dude is carrying a lot of things on him. But as he turns and makes his way, you see him make a direction back, and he looks around, kind of warily proceeding his way forward, and just gestures for you to follow. After a few steps, he kind of turns back towards you, thumps his chest, and goes, "Rauk."
Shiri.
Shiri. Pleasure.
Likewise.
You see him like squint his eye a bit, but he turns back and begins to walk. After a certain point, you see him just kind of stop and look as he reaches like a little fork in the road sort of situation. He goes, "Okay, it's not." Looks back left and right. Tane! Did not markings. You no way. Just shrugs.
I don't know caves.
Back at you, as he has basically just admitted to you that on his way back here, he has. Unfortunately, he is looking for markings that are apparently not there, and is looking left and right, going, "Oh shit! Now I'm lost." So he is going to try his best. This is great.
Should I go left?
Oh, that's up to you if you want to just point that way. I will say
is there like? Can you tell the difference between the two caves, or is it like?
there are three what look to be very similar looking rocky tunnels ahead of you. There's like central path, there's a left and a right. And unfortunately, from the sounds of it, there was supposed to be some sort of like marking system that he was supposed to have. Unfortunately, this particular bridge does not have that, and he forgot which way he came down. And I will say this, you don't have to be right. If you just want to pick a route.
I do the D4. 1 is left, setters 2, 3 is right, D4 or 4 is roll again.
Okay. You can actually hit RR at the end of that in case RR wasn't for it.
Oh. We're going center.
Okay. You point towards the center, he nods. Begins to walk with you. Stops and turns and looks back at you after a few more steps. As you get the sense that he is not so subtly sizing you up, for one thing. Less along the lines of like he's just going to turn and go "Nyah," and like try to kill you, but more along the lines of like he's just kind of like there's a moment where walking in the light and stuff, he's just kind of checking you out, getting your status, and that sort of thing. You see, he looks gestures and taps at his hip. Weapon?
I'll cast light just to be like, tee.
Me weapon.
Boom. you see him just, his eyes just...
Oh, sorry.
He's just kind of like...
Sorry. I put the lights away. Weapon.
He just stares at you gobsmacked for a bit. Alright.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. You can do, of course. Just, you have no arms. Just curious. No. He goes, no, like, pats his hip again. Not like arms. Common strange language.
It doesn't.
You see, as you begin to giggle in this tunnel, he just kind of goes, I didn't mean... And then he trips and falls into the tunnel ahead of him.
Oh no.
I love this man. I love this man. This is now the third NPC where I'm like, is this one adoptable?
So, he goes sliding away. You see the torch goes with him. The light disappears down the shaft. As you perhaps continue. He's just gone.
Can I help?
Yeah. Do you... It's really late to try to grab him. Give me a mic if you want to try. If you want to try to catch him, or do you want to, like, look over and assess the situation first?
I'm gonna help, but I'm gonna use all my legend points.
Okay.
5.
Do you have anything in might? I need to ask.
Nope, God.
Okay, so you
10.
can only use 1 legend point in that case.
Oh,
you can only get advantage 1. You can add the whole +5 to it if you'd like, but you will burn all your legend points on that.
I will do the advantage. So roll again, or
Yeah, roll another d20, and we'll add the +1 unless you really, really, really want to burn all those points for those extra plus bonuses.
God damn it, the same thing.
You reach out to try to grab at him. He is... You have nothing in might. He is, as I have described before, much heavier, more dense than you. Your fingers go into his bandolier, and your fingers snag on something, and you go with him. I need you to roll fortitude, please.
I don't know if my new friend alone.
Yakety Sax starts playing.
Oh God.
Oh
no.
Advantage on this. He is technically been like kind of like cushioning as you're falling.
Oh, there we go.
Hey! As you go over, there's a moment of that vertigo that kind of catches in your stomach. You go, yeah! As you fall forwards. You see him, like, there's a good amount of free fall. He hits something with his back, and you just feel, like, as he just slides down a really good, like, incline. There's, like, some mud and dirt at certain points, but you see him at a certain point, it's just, like, just looking back up at you. The torch away somewhere in the darkness. That is lost at some point. Eventually you do hit bottom, and thankfully it's not like a sun-jarring stop. But there is definitely a moment of just, you hear, as his armor has just eaten just a chunk of damage. And you hear him go,
Sorry.
as he has, it sounds very much like he's taking some damage, and then just you hear dunk, 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 as a torch just kind of baps against you, and it is unfortunately gone out in the fall. Thankfully, you did land on top of him, so it's just one of those. He ate all the damage for you. with that fortitude roll that you made.
Can I cast restoration on his armor and then heal him if he needs it?
Unfortunately, restoration only works on creatures. But for the sounds of it, you hear him just kind of like generally like goes, "All right, I am all right." You can get off.
Sorry.
Make your way off of him. You hear him get up, and there's just kind of like weird, gross, like mess sound as he just stands up.
Even
There is currently no light in the space unless you make some. You just see his back is covered in like moss and mud and just other sort of like debris and stuff. It's gotten into places. He thankfully like some sort of training kicked in and he like protected his head in the fall, so he himself hasn't taken any like big strenuous damage or anything like that. Although he does look like his hand kind of got a little fucked up on the back, but he's just like wiping himself down. Looks down at the torch, picks that up. It's slathered in some stuff that like cut it out. He just thank you. He points at for weapon. He looks back up. The shaft you came down is so horribly winding and like slanted. And he looks back and goes, "Not that way."
I'm trying to go up one of those spiral slides when you're
yeah,
like,
very
when
much
it rains.
one of those situations. It was almost that video with the officer coming down the slide and just go. Just, and then he just turns and looks back, and you just see like a sort of smoother tunnel ahead of you. Gestures that way and goes forward.
Forward.
He just nods and just turns, and you see him kind of like limping a bit as he begins to walk. If you did want to cast like any restoration or healing stuff on him,
Definitely, yeah.
as you kind of reach out, you're able to take a little bit of a moment to do so. If you do want to focus on that, I'll let you get that off. No shot. You see like that. Your energy courses forward, goes into him. You see like the kind of like gnarled injuries he took on his hands fades back into mostly unblemished skin. Aside from like what you can assume are some scars from some previous fights and such. He looks down at it, looks back at you. Thank you.
Glad to help.
See, he's just like kind of just. There's a bit more of a weird feminine step as he just walks with you. Give me a perception check if you don't mind.
Sure.
As you see, as he's trying his hardest to like fix his torch as the two of you are making your way forward. Ahead of you, you hear light dripping of some sort. You hear movement ahead of you. Not the same as that one that you heard in the darkness. You do hear something ahead of you. As you look over, you notice that he kind of. Okay.
I'm scared.
You see him stop as he's like working on his torch. He turns, looks up. moves, takes a few steps ahead of you, and his hand goes back towards the weapons on his side. As he's going, you see him turn, look back towards you, and just go, "I'll be front."
Okay. I'll cover behind us.
You keep behind him as he moves his way forward. And after some time, it is as it was foretold. Castria and End appear with another hobgoblin woman as they have taken some steps into this strange place. And in Castria, leading up to this, as the two of you have, I assume, agreed and are sticking to the plan of helping this strange hobgoblin woman out, Nexus.
Yep.
She, as Castria, you've managed to get the sense that she has met someone and is currently working on something. I would have assumed you've taken a little bit of a precognition break as well on R2C. And your vision takes you further into this space. Through a tunnel or two to a space of worked stone. And as you have been following along, kind of walking perhaps a little by the side of Nixus and such, you see coming out of a side sort of tunnel situation, a bit of torchlight appears. No, not torchlight. A familiar glow. As both of you look down the tunnel and see kind of peeking around a hobgoblin male is Shuri.
Sherry.
Miss you guys.
She, just before she can, she just calls out. She hasn't even noticed work yet. So glad you're safe.
Likewise.
You have a friend.
Yes. Meet Runk. Very good friend.
Rauk.
Uh,
She tries her.
between you. He makes eye contact with Nixus, who looks and goes, says something like a quick little greeting towards Rauk as he looks at her and goes, just. He does give her a nod. You see as this hobgoblin woman looks past him towards you, Shuri, and goes, "And I take it that you're the friend of these two who have lost you and have been so desperately searching for you?"
What happened?
Yes.
You were there one moment and then you were gone.
I couldn't even say. It was very... The only word I can use is lost, because I just went nowhere. There was just nothing, and then... cave.
Was it as if you made a wrong turn, or do you think some sort of spell or creature was responsible?
I'm assuming a spell, but I couldn't say what the source was.
So the source still exists.
Yes.
She'll look back at Nixus. This most likely concerns your group as well.
You see Nixus, after hearing Shuri's description about it, speaks to Rauk about something. You see Rauk says something fluently back. She looks back and goes, "Yes, it appears there's some sort of creature in the darkness. Long, scuttling... interesting biology, if there is one."
It's alive.
Oh, well, that's one way to say it.
Is there a name for it in the common tongue?
Oh, well, in the common common tongue, I believe it's called undead.
Not friendly undead.
Well, if it was willing to take away one of your allies, then yes. Appreciate the information. It's good to know what we might be up against. You see, she gives you a big, sharp, pointed, toothy grin.
Oh, Sherry, this is Nixis.
At your service.
We've agreed to help her in exchange for hopefully going in the right direction as to meet up with the rest of our friends to complete our journeys.
And it appears you've managed to find Ralk, and he's a guy. You see, or she just says that in common, and Ralk just kind of like, just dead, like defeatedly sighs at at whatever she said.
It is a pleasure, Rook. My name is Kestria.
Pleasure.
Thank you for, as she like holds out her hand, thank you for taking care of our Shiri.
Jill just give him a hug.
He like
Thank you.
looks at the hand that's being offered, and then he just gets hugged, and you just see his eyes just go, "What the fuck is happening?"
Oh.
Yeah, and then just 6 foot gorgeous end in the background
And just
waving.
says, "Hello." And he just looks at you and goes, "Hello."
Is there any recognition from the poster? Roll for it.
Unless he didn't see it.
Unless he didn't see it.
Actually, there's a good chance he's seen it. He looks at you and goes, "Hello." Looks back towards Nixus and then stops and just kind of like stares at you for a second end. And then you see his mouth open and it shuts. And looks towards Nixus and just points. And she like looks at you. Oh, it just says something along the lines of like, "It's fine." And he just like just very lost. She turns like towards Sherry to say like she comes conversing about something. Rob just throws his hands up. Well, so since you're a friend of friends, you're going to be helping me with a little project that we're doing here. We're going this way. You agree?
I admit, Mr. Rock, it would be nice to have backup, reliable backup.
It's best we stick together in numbers. And Rauk is capable enough, so he's coming along with. Don't worry.
It seems good. I mean, you've kept your end so far.
And
It was just Sherry she wants to keep going.
I will
hell yeah.
I will also admit, Shiri here is not the last of our friends that we have been separated from. So hopefully we will run into them as well.
You see as Rauk turns and goes to try to say something, and you have a perk for this. So I'll just go ahead and give you some information. The way that Rauk is acting with Nixis here, you kind of see a clear delineation of who's in charge. And it's Nixis. Nixis outranks Rauk. And from what it looks like, to the point where he's not able to question orders. So you see she turns and looks at him and says something. You see him just kind of stare. A deep breath in and out through the nose. He gives an affirmative nod. And just goes and, like, fixes his torch, reignites it. There's a brief little bit of conversation. He says something, and he moves his way towards the front of your group. He'll take point. Shall we?
So, where are we headed?
Further into the belly of the beast, or in this place. Further into this, I want to say it's a temple of some sort.
Relying on my earlier roll, does it feel like it's in the same direction as an ingredient?
wouldn't say it's an ingredient, but there's still that light ahead. Something still draws you closer.
Fuck it. This is probably the only time I'm going to get to use it. As we're walking, can I tap into Divine Insight?
You will approach.
Do I see him in the light? Pointing.
You will approach.
Is that the dealer?
You will approach. Roll will.
Fuck. Ah, shit. I do have something in will, but I am notoriously not good at it. It's a 15.
This is the way forward.
Cass just shakes her head and just nods that she is okay to go. But there is definitely something bothering her.
And roll perception for me if you don't mind. You're the only one who hasn't rolled on this particular thing.
17.
You hear soft noises ahead. You don't hear the sounds of humanoid life or anything like that, but there is something moving in the darkness ahead. But there is also this air of oppression around your small group here. Puddle, Iria, and Lola. Puddle, who's just been frozen to the banks of the the lake, as this large figure looks down at you and tuts, wagging a finger. You should know better than to treat others with that sort of disrespect. Regardless, hello, one and all. But seriously, what is questions for later? What are all of you here, if you don't mind me asking?
Just passing through.
Pass it through, and not pay Alas?
If I may ask
You say
a question, Puddle, do you know this individual, or do they know you?
Did I get any information off my learning roll earlier of what this could or could not be?
Your learning roll was
14, I think? At least an inkling of what it might be.
I think with a bit of how this person is acting and some traits that perhaps feel a little bit more familiar than others. You probably have your own fairy tales about ancestry and what have you. You are not making a great impression on this creature, which might be bad for you. You know, with a bit of working, or at the very least you can take a good guess, this is a merit. A genie. Lola, your hand is up.
I had also been trying to roll for learning. I got also 14. Would I know the same thing, or would my knowledge be different?
Your DC would be different from Puddle's.
Okay.
You do see a bit of a resemblance between this blue guy and your friend Puddle, but this dude is much larger and is basically starting to hover a bit out of the water. You see the bottom part of him where it starts to become legs, turns into what looks to be a kind of a softly splashing current of water beneath him.
There's a slight look
Okay, so
of
my
recognition.
attractive perk is like wild right now. Just so you know, because just so you know, because her brain knew that is humanoid.
No,
Okay, best way to get humanoid to trust is to be pretty. So, girl fluffed up.
Girl,
Also-
fluff up.
Also, I think you missed this. He looks like Jason Momoa.
I did not know that.
On his tummy.
I can't do more to the attractive feet.
I think you got pushed to the side too.
Facial hair. This guy looks like he carries an unmistakable air of nobility about him, despite the fact that he looks like he is just hot mess castaway.
Yeah, no, girl using her attractive feet and like immediately like this. I need to make sure this person
You
is
have to, like,
very much charmed.
Can you make me a retconning might roll, please, if you don't mind? He did do a thing.
A
Oh,
might
yeah.
roll.
Or you could just say,
Previously,
I
you weren't
I could've
sure to
popped
roll
up.
for it, so you kind of like got pushed out of the way. But if you want to still be standing there, you can do a might roll.
All right, I'll try it. I don't have anything on might, so that's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so literally the only person who just goes off to the side was just Josie, who is small, by the way. And it's just pushed somewhere off into the darkness by like what looks to be certain waves just appeared around Puddle and pushed outwards. And he just ignores everyone else but leads into Puddle.
Is that Elf?
If you would unfreeze my feet, let us start over.
Roll persuasion. Do you add anything else to that request?
No, I'm just being. There is a for Lola and Iria. They would notice there is a complete tonality shift in Puddle's like entire demeanor. For like normally she's kind of like whatever and kind of silly, airheady. She's went to like almost nobility in terms of like posture, the way she's speaking.
That's okay. Hold on, let me bring up your sheet.
I'm tapping into my background here.
What? Oh god, yeah, I need to bring up your sheet. Fuck. Let me look at something here. Oh, that's fine. I would like to ask you, instead of persuasion, roll presence. I will let you use your extraordinary presence on this because, of course, that may work here.
Okay.
And I'll say... I was going to say, if anybody else wants to, I think, because since Lola is stepping up and trying to do a little bit of presentation stuff, if you want to throw something her way, do you have a point of presence, Lola?
I have 3 points in presence.
Could give the help action to Puddle.
Okay, I give the help action to Puddle.
Alright. Roll another d6. We'll see if that hits that 6 or not. That explodes. Roll another one.
Do you see? Do you see?
25 is what you
Do you see?
A 25.
You hold yourself up. This is the sort of person, knowing stories that you know, would rather see others kowtow, bend, scrape, just the general air of something who sees themselves as above all others. You draw yourself up to your full height, you present yourself, looks down at you. I'm gonna roll something real quick. Wow, for once, me rolling something doesn't bug everything out. He looks towards you. You're good. You're good. You're good. I like you. But seriously, though, you could have sent word that you were stopping by. Maybe one of your servants could have carried the missive for you.
Hearing the word servant, Iria kind of looks over at Lola. I guess it's a pirate thing?
No, servants aren't inherently a pirate thing. I have servants.
Maybe,
Does he
maybe
unfreeze my feet?
Maybe he's a noble pirate? A pirate princess?
You see, as he kind of like cocks his head over a bit, is like, do you usually let them chatter like this? Oh, my apologies. Here, let's start off on the right spout. He points at your feet, and the eyes just quickly back to foam.
I do a little curtsy bow, and as I do it, I kind of like look back at Iria and Lola and nod my head for them to do the same. Just little.
Lola does a curtsy that she does know how to do. She does know how to do a proper curtsy, full leg back straight down.
I do a bow.
Well, he leans in towards you and huddle in Aquan. Oh, hold on. Would you know that?
I think I do, because I think that's what we said. Unless it's a different language than what I would know from my area.
Unfortunately, you don't know the entirety of it. So he says something
Okay.
quick. And looks at you and goes, "Oh, it must have been a while. What have they done? Oh, you precious little baby."
Can I
Precious
respond?
little baby.
Can I respond in that other language that I'm not going to say out loud that I would know?
We wouldn't know, right? We can't understand what they're saying to them. It's just like gibberish.
Just a bunch of gurgles and blobs, right?
I would have to say that you know a bit of like an undersea, kind of like an undersea common sort of situation.
That's what I was going to say. Like from like my home. Can I respond in that to see if he understands that?
He goes, "There we go. We have an understanding. I am so sorry, Your Highness. Please, may I escort you towards my humble abode?"
That's in the undersea common, right?
Yes. So you guys have no idea.
Yeah, we can't understand anything.
Okay.
Before, shall we introduce ourselves? We are going. We don't have a name for each other yet.
Oh, you see, he goes to say something, and then there's a pause, like something crept up in his throat, and he just goes. My apologies. I don't have to say. Ignigluk.
Kathira Carnassius.
Welcome to my humble little spot in this. Are you imprisoned here? What happened? How did you get here? What's going on?
Well, this is seems to be an underground lake inside of a cavern.
Yes, my apologies. You're just standing on a bunch of dirt. I should be getting you over towards my little abode. If you don't mind, do you think your servants can just walk, or would you rather keep them close at hand so they don't go running off?
I would prefer to keep them with me.
Hear it? We didn't hear that.
They tend to be a little easily distracted.
Yes, I understand. He waves his finger, and you see a wave kind of scoots its way forward, freezes solid into like a little disc, kind of starts to slush over a bit at the top, and just kind of and like detaches itself a bit as a little platform. They may ride upon this. You may.
I will look back at them and just kind of like give like a nod of a. There you go. We're going to take this. We're taking
where's
a little trip.
Jonesy at? Is she washed away or?
You look back out of the darkness. You see Buddy kind of letting Josie lean on him a bit as she looks like she nearly drowned. She's just. Hi guys, I'm okay. I got something in my nose. She just squints a bit, just and in my ear. Are we okay? Is he not gonna try to kill us?
We are good.
I think the jury's out on that. We don't.
Yeah.
They were saying something in a language I don't know.
Just be respectful.
Okay.
I'm always respectful.
I'll turn back to him in my language. Apologies. They are new to this. I am far from home, and my usual servants are obviously not here with me. I've had to procure new ones who are unfamiliar with our culture.
Of course, if you're down here, of course you're far from home. Come along with me. I will get you there. We're about to have some dinner. And then you can just tell me all about your little adventures up to this point. How about that?
Sure.
He gestures for the lot of you to hop onto this miniature upside-down flattened iceberg situation. And those of you who alight onto the surface, he drags his finger, and your small group just is suddenly over the lake surface. You see the little glowing particulates kind of spread out of the way as he goes. There is a definite air of just kind of a little bit of showing off. You see little spouts of water shooting up around the side of you. Fish are leaping out of the water as he goes. He goes, it's been so long since we had visitors. But still, at the very least, of course, it's been so long since we have someone as, those of us with that little bit of the je ne sais quoi.
I am aware. It's been a long time since I have been home. It's been quite a journey.
Oh, like I said, please, once we get there, you're going to have to dish about everything. Lola?
Is this all still in the undercommon?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so Lola kind of turned to Eerie, is like, interesting that they said for us to be respectful, and they're just talking in a language that we don't speak.
I think I've heard the term "secrets don't make friends."
I don't know.
Puddle will just look back and just smile. Is like a cut it out.
No.
Every time I think I've figured Puddle out, something
another
happens, and I'm completely back to square one.
Yeah, because the way they're look, as someone who, voice is a thing for her, their tone, it's different. They're not speaking to her like a normal person would speak to someone that they just met or even that they knew. There's a strange air of respect there. I'll roll for it if I have to, but that's something she would know.
This is very obvious.
Oh, it's
this is you're going from think of a man on the street to noble lady in the Lord's court.
So she's talking funny.
Yeah, you see a little bit of that air of as you guys have stumbled into something, and Puddle is weirdly acclimatized to this, and this shit is weird.
But I'm going to have to trust Puddle's intuition on this.
Okay, you trust Puddle's intuition. I'm trusting mine.
Ira, you look down as Buddy has grabbed onto your pants leg just to make sure he doesn't fall off, and it's just looking around at everything. The boy has no buoyancy. You kind of quickly grasp that and go, "Why are you grabbing?" Oh, right, you can't float.
Yeah.
As this small craft kind of makes its
And
way,
I kind of pull him closer and put my hand on his shoulder. Be like, I got you.
How tall are you again?
5'2".
Okay, you do have to kind of bend over a bit to do that, but it's small. as your craft kind of makes its way around, you see Josie's kind of like staring at everything. There's kind of like that air of just awestruck sort of situation. Not even noticing the whole air of like some nobility thing that is going on. You guys go ahead and give me your perception check as you scoot around. Charles, you need to stop trying to make me laugh, my guy. That's really goddamn funny. I don't usually like puns. As
Oh, look, 11.
You are all coming along.
23?
Look ahead and you see that around like this kind of like area of stalagmites and such, there are this rock formation kind of jumps out. Pretty much all of you can notice around as you are making your way. Off in the distance, kind of like just glimmering against the weird phosphorescent sort of glow from the water, you see that there are like just kind of ruined structures of different sorts. If you squint hard enough, you kind of notice that like many of them are made out of wood in some certain different ways. Past this like sort of like row of stalagmites as you guys make your way across, there is the what looks to be a small little like squatted sort of like huddled mass. To call it a graveyard, it feels more like a scrap yard of boats and vessels and other sorts of things wedged together with what looks to be like right before you get past these stalagmites, there's like the bow of a ship kind of poking out from behind it, and as you kind of make your way around, you see that it is kind of like convalesced into like this weird mashed up sort of like car junkyard sort of situation of lost, decrepit vessels of all sorts of different kinds and everything else along those lines. With that 23, Lola, something strikes you as a little bit interesting, that the stalagmites have gemstones peeking out from the surface of them. Do you think Lola has a good geological sense?
Having lived in a cave her whole life, I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a learning roll then. Not a super high DC, don't worry.
Okay. It's an 11.
That doesn't happen. Not your roll. Your roll happened.
Oh, okay. I was like, the timing on that.
As you kind of like look past, you've lived in Undertown your whole life. You probably have had some education of some sort and everything like that. You know, cave formations every once in a while. You know, a few things. Stalagmites are the ones that come from the ground. Stalactites are the ones from the ceiling. And then you just look at those stalagmites and go, that's a lot of jewelry. That's a lot of potential. That's a lot of gemstones. Why? That doesn't happen. And they're not the same kinds. There are diamonds and rubies and sapphires. It's just different sorts. And
Okay. So either I have been blessed by the gods to find this, some new discovery, or something's wrong.
You
Also,
see,
can I take any of them, though?
it is not within reach as your craft kind of like makes its way
Damn.
out. Actually, give me a presence roll. And we're going to consider this like a luck sort of situation. No, I get it. Get money.
Unless it's curse money.
Nope. Dice said no. I don't know what they're saving me from. But the dice said no.
I'm going to give you a choice then. How much do you want some of that rock candy?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna trust the dice on that one. I'm gonna go no. Sometimes you gotta listen to the dice gods.
Okay.
When she goes and like, Iria looks like,
I think
so
Gotta see what the heck.
pretty. But no, they usually don't come from there, right? Those come from a different spot on the caves. You don't get them from the side. Yeah.
You rolled a 3. I'll give you the choice. Would you like to look a little foolish for a legend point?
I was already gonna do that, but you know what? Go for it. I was already gonna make myself a fool of myself in a minute.
Okay.
I'll still be doing that.
Yes.
I'm gonna do 2 times. All right, I'll be foolish. I'll be foolish for fun.
Okay. You see it, and your eyes immediately go towards it, and there's that little bit of that salivation. And you go like it's one of those things where you just look at
I'm
it.
Faye.
That's
It's that I'm Faye, and there's something shiny.
Free money. You kind of like just look out as the craft just kind of slows down and starts to kind of like make a loop around the closest one. You see there's just like big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. You kind of like go and clock, and you see one that kind of juts out from the rock a bit, and you're just like, I can just reach out and grab it and take it. That looks loose. And as you go and reach out for it, you grab a hold of it. It is not loose, and you are standing on ice. And you just feel the craft go, and you just whip it into the water.
How deep is this water?
It's deep. It's pretty deep.
Do I know how to swim? I don't. I mean, are there pools in Undertown?
I would say yeah.
Probably a bit
Give me a
rarer.
might roll.
I thought you were going to have it go through the hole in her hand. That's what I thought you were going to do.
No.
No,
Oh, that
I was
was
like, "There's."
very funny.
I couldn't get it. Okay. What am I doing? A might roll?
Might roll, please.
Look, I'm gonna be 100%. I don't know if I'm gonna let the dice decide this. I cannot swim.
You,
Oh, God.
You're not a champion swimmer. I mean,
This is not.
you
This
may
is
know enough
the
to,
first
like,
time.
flail and tread water or something like that, but you kind of like hit
Yeah.
the water. You realize immediately, like that little bit of like, okay, just you've lost grasp of the gemstone, everything else along those lines, and the rest of you, as you're standing in the craft, you just hear sploosh behind you. Turn and look, Lola's missing.
Do I get a reaction to like seeing her missing? Can I like, see her in the water?
She's in the water, yeah.
Can I try to force move her back onto the raft, like a scene from a certain movie where a chicken is picked up from the ocean and placed back onto the
Full
boat?
hey hey, the full hey hey.
All the seeds is saved, Tudic.
Am I just doing an energy roll here?
Yeah, this is definitely going to be energy. You see the approximate location she landed in. It's
You went to Juilliard.
It's a 14.
what is your guard?
I don't think that's
Lola?
enough.
You have been rolling that a lot today.
I know it's my favorite number.
You know what?
What?
I'll say since she's out of her element, that's going to hit her. So yeah, force move. You just see Lola just suddenly, Lola, you're in the water. You're like, okay, well at least nobody saw it. And you're just put back out the eyes. You are soaked. Your hair is unfortunately a mess.
Fine. She very calmly just moves the hair out of her face. Okay, don't do that.
And,
I made sure for everybody, just so you know. See, I sacrificed myself so that none of you would make the same mistake.
Puddle is
Just
looking
kind of sits down.
very frustrated. Looking down, just like a
Buddy, that's why you hold on and you keep your hands inside the raft at all times.
He looks up at you.
Okay.
Just,
At Iria, when Iria says that, I'll you just
but he points at himself.
I'm
points at the
dripping
water.
as the water drips down my arm.
He just like if it had been him, he would have been gone. You would have never seen him again. Sort of situation. So you look, he's terrified. Like, the one thing that probably scares him a little bit. But as, like, Lola, you sit there, you see him look, you see the big genie figure kind of look back at you. Apparently didn't know she do that. And just go like, that's good water, honey. You should be thankful. As he turns back and looks, you hear him call out in common. He goes, "Oh, Zaruk, we have company." There is as you guys reach the bank, you feel an immediate tremor and shift, as there is some movements that you feel as a figure rises from the earth before all of you. A puddle, it probably doesn't need to take you much of a guess to understand what you're looking at in this case. Not another one of your sort of folks of genies, but one of the earth kind of comes popping up. Big, stocky, broad shoulders, mostly smooth, a little craggy sort of looking head with like what looks to be every once in a while like a studded mohawk of like gemstones. As he comes up and goes, right, yeah, Ichthy. Alright. It does look like we have guests. Some of them are funny looking. Oh, I see you've got one of your folks. I see Leafy Glue looks at you and goes, yes, one of my precious babies. Hey, alright. He's not going to talk about anything else other than this. Who knows how long, the next 1,000 years, or whatever fucking how long it's been. Right, welcome to our domain. Hello, everyone. So,
Hello.
what do you eat? You see, if you look, someone goes, they're going to be having some fine fish. Well, like raw?
My favorite.
No, we could probably make fire. Fuck, I have to make fire. Oh, god damn it.
Alright. I can make some fire. I would not ask you to burden
sorry,
yourself.
what?
Good at fire.
I can create some fire. I would not ask you to burden yourself.
Both genies, like, just big visages, like, kind of cover your peripheral vision. They lean in towards you, Puddle. What do you mean you can make fire?
And I'll just... I am blessed with minor control of fire and quite a lot of control of water.
You know I never apologize to anything that ever happens to you, because you know you fucking deserve it. I can't believe they did this to her. You're her, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Sometimes you just assume.
Is that in common?
Yes, it is in common.
I'm sorry, did you say that she's her who? And also, would you happen to have a towel? Also, attractive perk is still going. Drenched rat or not, I can make that shit work. Girl can make that shit work.
Do you want to say this to the Earth guy, or quietly, or are you just saying that?
The one who said the you're her, right?
Yeah, you lean in to say that, and he looks at you and goes, "Don't say that word."
Towel?
Roll persuasion for me. I'll give you advantage because he's kind of flabbergasted with what's going on at the moment. Okay, he looks at you and goes, he just gestures towards the side of it. Don't say that word around. You're going to really upset it, and then I'm never going to hear the end of it. Alright?
The TOWEL word?
Yeah.
Which is just being spelled in whatever common is.
Yeah, it's like, I know what you're saying. I can speak common.
Okay. Would you happen to have a change of clothes?
No. Not for your size.
Okay.
Trust me.
What size? I can make it work.
He
Like,
gestures,
too big or too small?
You see he's got, like, pants. That's it. As he's just kind of, like, looking at you, he's just going, like, listen, it's been while since we've had like good textiles or something come through this area. You're lucky I've had towels. Go and
Okay.
like whatever air he could have had, he looks at you and instead of like kind of engaging with you on a whole like nobility status, like he's been like what's going on with Puddle and Glug, he looks at you and goes, "Oh, they're doing a whole thing. You look like a drowned mess. There's this whole other situation going on over here. No matter what system we have going on here, he's just gonna be like, listen, towels are." And he points and like towards like one of these holes in the situation. He goes, "You're gonna go up that way, up staircase, down around the next staircase, down another one. There should be a cargo hold. Where's one of those crates has towels.
Alright.
There shouldn't be any floor to the boat aside from just dirt."
Okay.
Icky, you told him not to touch any of the gemstones, right? Avery looks at him and goes, "What? Must have slipped my mind."
It's I'll just go and fix myself. She's just gonna go, like,
You
basically.
want to? You
that's
got
all.
this by yourself, or
Hello? No, you're supposed to come with me.
Yes, Iria, it would be great if you go assist her.
I think like you look like it looks like he has got Puddle kind of like just in his immediate proximation.
well, I don't want to leave you alone, buddy.
No,
Do you want-
we are okay.
Buddy,
over here.
Buddy, stay with Puddle, please. Thank you.
Yes.
Josie looks around and goes,
Josie, you too. Can you stay with Puddle?
Yes. Yes.
she looks over at Puddle. Puddle, do you
Hi,
want
my
to
dear.
stick around or?
Well, they're already. Gotta keep up appearances. I can't let my servants talk back to me.
Has Puddle said the word servant in
Not out in
common?
Comment.
No. No.
Okay.
Very intentionally
Yeah,
not.
she looks towards you, big bag still like wrapped around her on her back and everything like that. But she like looks over at you like, "Do you want me to hang around just in case, or should I go with them?"
You can stay here, my dear.
Still thumbs up. Looks over at the you other two, just thumbs up as well. Just goes, "Okay, you and me, buddy."
Great. And so she heads out and, like, makes sure to grab Iria, like, come on.
You and Iria head your way into the smattering of vessels. I'm going to ask the two of you, which side do you want to stick with first? Should we stick with first? I'll ask.
The one with lore.
Towels or lore?
I kind of want to go for towels first, but that's
Towels.
just me.
Okay, towels.
Because I know I'm
I want
probably
the
going to end
record
up.
to show I said lore. I just want the record to know I said lore.
I'm probably going to say things, so I don't want you all to like be retroactively like angry because I called you servants again.
You turn, Iria and Lola, you head your way. Lola still sopping wet as you head into the vessels that were gestured towards. You see the figure known as Jaruk kind of makes his way over towards what looks to be like a literal like big box of ice, and cracks open the lid. And just goes, "Ah, fuck!" Just starts grabbing like what looks to be like massive amounts of like fish out of it. The two of you make your way into the vessel. Start following the directions that were given to you.
Right. Once I find the towels, can I say it now?
Make your
The
way through
items to
all the
the cloth that can
directions.
dry me.
You find the little space. There's what looks to be like literally a cargo hold of these ships, and like kind of not really greatly secured or anything like that. You look around, and it's pretty easy to see. Like a lot of this is just very, very like decrepit, rotted, of just vessels from a long time ago. You guys have no idea what perhaps naval vessels are supposed to be like, but this place smells that smell of like old stuff that is quickly splintering, falling apart, everything else along those lines.
Oh, this is awful. I was gonna make some cute joke about it being cozy, like in sarcastic way. It doesn't even deserve that. But she grabs the towel, and since she still has she takes like off her wrap and she starts to like scratch it for water. So she's just in her like short leggings and her like like the tank top because it's all like cut up. And so she just starts to dry and braid her hair. She's like, I didn't think I'd find myself covered in water. Gods know what kind of water. At the labyrinth.
Well, the guy said it was good water.
What the heck does that even mean? Good water. What are we doing?
Since I am learning all kinds of stuff that I have no idea what's going on.
Think I do? Like, look at me. I'm a mess. I should have just worn like some crappy baggy clothes and spending the amount of money I spent on this.
Well, maybe you'll blend in more.
With what? The rags? Like, I am a mess. Okay. She starts to braid her hair. Like, I can't even control this. This does not do well without proper product. Especially if it's wet.
Well, maybe we should go through some of these boxes. Maybe they have some proper product.
Okay. You go through the boxes. I'm braiding my hair.
Aria, give me a perception check. If you want to be the one going through the boxes. I'll give you advantage on it since you have time.
Do you think that guy's hitting on Puddle?
I don't know.
God, it's just I can't tell. It's a weird vibe.
Like, Puddle's usually like carefree, but then it went into like stern mode.
Yeah, it was creepy. Do you think it's like a back home thing? Maybe it's like their custom.
I don't know. Again, I every time I think I've figured Puddle out, she changes. Like, when we first met her, lackadaisical, then... Remember when she talked about how, like, she could see a fire person? Then there was a different change. Then she's just gotten locked in battle. And a fire in her eyes. And then back to normal.
Well, there's only so much that I know. I haven't really been anywhere, so it's strange. I'll say that it's weird. Girl can control fire and water. I don't think those things usually go together.
No.
So she's a pirate, or she says she's a pirate, and I don't think I've ever believed it until like right this moment. Because this is all very pirate-y, and that they're all treating her with like at least some deference. So, maybe she's like a pirate princess.
I don't know.
Or
like I said,
maybe she's a lost princess.
Like I said, I'm gonna trust her. Hopefully it pans out, and
if worse comes to worse, I'll just charm the lot of them.
No, it worked with the things earlier. I don't know, those things out there now.
Yeah.
They give off a different vibe.
I can work with that.
With that kind of attitude, I trust your intuition. Now, grabbing the gemstones, probably not.
It was pretty. It was pretty. I don't think I need more than that. It was just sticking out of the wall. How was I supposed to know that it was gonna like cause a mess? And then she finishes her braid. And it's basically Tomb Raider look at this point because she's literally just in the tank and the shorts and a braid.
As you walk towards the Lara Croft area, you go poking around. You don't find the towels immediately, but you do kind of figure out that these boxes, while many of them are in like kind of weird states of repair and what have you, you do recognize the fact that these boxes aren't all exactly made by, say, the same manufacturer, if that makes sense. With a bit of a kind of like putting a little two and two together, it seems to be like the one space where certain things have kind of been conglomerated in order to like store like dry wares and stuff like that. It doesn't take you long to find the towels, for one thing. The ones you find are actually quite plush and remarkably still holding up pretty well. You're able to toss one over towards Lola. And it does occur to you that these boxes do have stuff in them. And you're not being watched at the moment. There is the possibility to go looking around, because if anybody's grabbing attention right now, it's your buddy Puddle.
I say we snoop.
Lola doesn't even take a moment.
No, not even. I say we snoop. Oh, come on. They're over there all fawning over Puddle. They're not paying attention. We're looking for something that's supposed to be on a boat. We're on a boat and there's boxes everywhere.
Hopefully this doesn't backfire, but we do have a mission.
Well, again, I'll bat my eyes and we'll be fine. We're a group of three pretty girls. This is not that difficult.
Okay.
So, but you know how to bat your eyes, right?
Reminding you, you only ever see one eye.
Well, I'm assuming you have two. You haven't said you don't.
I could try batting my eyes.
Bat your eyes.
The way of the warrior does not include how to bat your eyes.
It should. It's a good. It's a good distraction tactic, if anything.
Area, I'll let that 22 roll forward if you'd like to find some stuff.
Yes.
Or
can I roll 1 2 to help?
Lola, if you'd like, give me perception with advantage. I'm assuming the two of you have kind of committed to the cause of fucking around and finding out.
Yep.
And before the bomb chest.
You know what? I am going to. I'm burning.
What's happening?
Your 3 got saved.
Thank you.
I will make another perception roll.
Okay.
And I'm going to burn 2 luck points in it.
Legend points? Okay.
Yeah, legend points.
Sure.
Wait, do I get a legend point for falling in the water?
Yeah, you get a legend point.
Okay. Okay, cool.
As I said.
So 28.
Yeah. The two of you, having been let off the leash for a bit. Oh, fuck these big haughty guys. Let's go scrounging around. See what's in this area.
We were trying to find better towels and possibly a change of clothes for Lola.
You bring a towel with you just in case you need to say, look, found towels. They were where you said they were. You go milling about. There is, as you kind of make your way through, you notice that these vessels smashed together or kind of like mishmashed into other sorts of things. You head up a flight of stairs, and you get the sense that this is not an area they've really like been up into and explored or anything like that. It looks like they've just kind of created this sort of little space at some point or another. At a certain point, you find what looks to be a treasure chest sitting on a table in front of
Another box.
a seated skeleton of some sort in what looks to be a big ornate chair with a funny looking hat on its head.
I'm getting that hat.
You get the hat.
Look!
Lola immediately grabs the hat, turns and looks towards you, Iria. Iria, you look past her towards that skull. That is a wrong skull. There is... you don't need to roll for this. You notice one thing right off the bat. There is no lower jaw. Now, mind you, Hollywood likes to do a whole thing about how, like, skeletons, they always have, like, the little lower jaw, and then Buddy runs around with lower jaw and everything like that. He can make a bunch of expressions and stuff like that. There's no lower jaw. There's no teeth.
Has Lola put on the hat?
Yes. She said she did. There is a...
Lola, that is a jaw-droppingly good hat on you.
There's a...
Thank you. Ha ha ha.
hole at the bottom part of the face, and the eye sockets are strange, and the skull stretches a little bit, kind of upwards and back a bit.
I've seen a
Kind
few.
of humanoid.
It's a totally different skull than I've ever seen.
Yeah, but it's vaguely humanoid.
Little
Narrows
bit.
it down on what it is. See, this is very piratey. Puddle should have come with us. She would have killed for this.
I know the curiosity is killing you. Are you
For
going to
opening this
open the
chest.
box?
Yes, because I'm going to open the chest. That's not what you try to do there, though.
How do you open the chest?
She's
on.
kind of gonna come up to it and look. I'm not opening it immediately. Give me a second. Let me look to see if I see like
Hold
a
on.
trap or something.
That's an
What?
investigation.
I have an I have an idea.
Uh huh.
Trust me. Back up.
She backs up.
I kind of take a deep breath
Okay.
and focus
Okay.
Check for traps.
and use my oh wait, how is it?
Oh,
What is-
really
what is
fucking
the-
around.
What are you doing? What's happening?
Hold on, wait, I gotta see what the exact word is. I want to use my telekinesis to try to open the box.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting. Roll movement. This is a very, very interesting sort of roll we're trying to do here.
$28.
There. Now, neither of you, I'm not sure either of you have a fine eye for, say, traps or what have you. Still, though, trying to open it, you take a moment, feel out, you give that brief little push up, and the lid just kind of opens up, and it turns out it was not even locked. Inside pops out. Nothing. I'm fucking with you. But you do see on the inside there appears to be a few little what looks to be figurines. Looking them over, they are of different dragons. It looks like. There is what looks to be a very cracked figurine of something, looks like abstract art of something or other. There's tiny little gemstones stuck into it, like weird little like tendrils coming off of something. You look over these and not sure if they fetch a good price. Neither of you are merchants or anything like that. There is a small silk pouch with what looks to be, those of you who kind of like feel onto it, little sort of like small beads on the inside. And
But you said they were dragon figurines?
they are figurines which what look to be kind of slightly... They've seen age of what look to be like little metallic dragon figures. Like little figurines.
Oh, the toys.
There is also... There are 5 small vials of what look to be very sparkly dust on the inside.
Pick one up. I'm looking at it.
Can I do a logic roll to see what they potentially are?
Sure. Both of you can do so.
15.
10.
If they're in a treasure chest in front of what appears to be the skeleton of a pirate captain of some sort, on like a plush little cushion, not all these things look like they really deserve to be in here, but there's a chance that these might be magic of some sort. You just don't know what they are or what they do.
Feel bad if we take any of this. This isn't ours, Lola.
Sparkly dust. Oh, no! I want to take some. Maybe the people, maybe Castria or Shiri know what it is. Doesn't Ed know those people that work at the museum or something? Maybe they'll know what this. Or what, do you believe in some kind of pirate curse if we take the stuff?
I don't know anything about pirate curses.
Well, neither do I, but isn't like usually the stories?
Look,
if you
the only pirate I know is Puddle. There's 3 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe take just one?
Okay, I'll take one. Are you going to take one of those little dragon things? She takes one vial. Don't you like dragons or something?
I would say, are you into water because you jumped right in?
It's not the same thing. It's not even a good correlation.
Yes.
I would like a perception or a logic roll from you. You're the one who's handling the chest.
I'm doing logic.
Okay.
I'm taking one of the vials, by the way. She's taking one of the vials.
There are 5 of them, by the way, not 3.
Yes. Go, keep going.
Why do the dice keep exploding?
40.
Because of my crystal.
With the way your hosts have kind of been treating you, you get the feeling that they wouldn't leave something like this. Either they wouldn't have left something like this just laying around. If they look like they covet very luxurious, lavish things, it's odd that this is overlooked. Which tells you that they don't know about this.
Because you said this room looks like it's been untouched, right?
This room looks like... If the one particular genie pointed you this way and said there are towels in this place where the floor was smashed out and there's like open earth right beneath it, you get the sense that he's come into that space and done stuff, moved things around, what have you. But this particular chamber, for the most part, untouched. But you remember the part where I said that the chest was already unlocked?
Yes.
There is a mechanism on the inside. It's already been sprung. You look down. You see little droplets of blood lead back the way you came. Puddle.
But wait, one last thing.
Oh yeah. By the way, would you like to take everything?
I'm still tipped.
Lola, you've probably said this phrase before. You have to live a little.
Consistently. We're taking everything.
I didn't say it. You said it.
Okay. Then she just kind of goes in there and starts grabbing.
And then I shut the lid.
I put it in the little pocket that I have for my
because
I was gonna say, like, you as you've described, you changed out your clothes. You could use the mass of clothes that you removed to be like, I need to put this somewhere. And
but there's also, and I kind of point to the blood droplets. Now, does it look old, new?
You've been around bloodletting. It looks recent.
This looks fresh, didn't?
Oh yeah, completely.
Didn't they say they haven't had visitors in a long time?
Pedal, back to pedal, back to pedal,
yeah.
Back to pedal. Look.
Yeah.
As you are getting your things together, frantic thoughts in your head, one more thing occurs to you. Not anything that really jumps out to you. In front of the in front of the chest, in front of on the table, something like that, something you almost overlooked, is what looks to be a small gray gemstone of some sort, but it has been cracked through. It doesn't look like any precious gemstone that you've ever seen before. You just eyeball that. Not sure what to make of it just yet. But something that just catches your eye.
I will pick it up as well. Okay. Just because it seems so out of place, right?
It is one of those things where, like, you see the fragments of it are just lying there. Yes.
He rolled something. Just letting you know.
Give me one perception check before we do have to move to pub.
Okay.
Both of us? Or just him? Just them?
If Iria brings your attention to it.
Yep, I will bring my attention to it.
All 3 points of that attention.
I wasted it all on that previous roll.
21.
Iria snatches up the strangely crumbled looking gemstone sort of situation, the majority of the fragments that she can. You're in your looter phase. You notice very distinctly, Iris noticed the blood, the trapping mechanism, all sorts of other things. You happen to notice the fact that there are what appear to be other spaces that match the outline of that gemstone. About 2 or 3 others.
Like on the walls?
On the table.
Table.
Yep.
Just to like, before we just so you can switch over, give you a good transition here. She kind of stops for a second. indentions can sometimes be buttons, right?
They don't look like indentations. They look like
Oh, okay.
spaces where dust was not settled.
Oh, okay.
Like something was sitting there previously.
I don't think we were the first ones to
No,
be here.
we
And
were
like I
not.
said, this blood's fresh. We probably should get back to Puddle.
Puddle. She starts pushing Ira. Puddle.
Puddle. I believe at this point have managed to make some fire for like a little cooking pit. Despite the fact that Zaruk kind of looks a little annoyed and wary about this sort of thing, Yigdiglug is just doing their best to not heave. But you see he kind of like pulls together like a little whirlpool that forms like a big, flowy, like beanbaggy sort of chair sort of situation. You see him sit back and go, okay, so where exactly have you come from? As he starts snapping for Josie's attention, she just kind of looks up and he just gestures, and you see like a little cabinet just open, and there are just wine bottles on the inside. She just kind of goes.
Well, as you might assume, I'm swapping over to, just for a little bit, into my language. My companions are not fully aware of where I'm from. I'm sure, as you know, Misthnari is not a place that is known to the public. A being such as yourself is aware of its existence. And you know, I'm sure you know, of the various enchantments in which lie within the city. They cannot know.
Oh, no, of course not. Why would it? It's real?
You know it's real. Don't josh with me.
First off, fuck you. From a Dynasty player. You take 95 points of fuck you, damn it.
Does he lose a legend point because of that?
No, I'll be nice. You do it again, however, I'll break your legs.
I had to get one in. I got the other two people in my group mad at me. I gotta get the DM too. Everyone over here's gotta have it out for me at the moment.
You see he looks at you. Give me a perception check if you don't mind. Okay.
Am I observant?
Fuck it. You see his face catch for like that kind of brief, momentary pause, and you kind of realize the moment you're like, you know it's real. Of course. Is all you really need to hear that apparently he's out of the loop.
Oh, interesting.
There's
well,
it's like a he's not fully sure, or was fully sure about it.
I know it's been quite a long time since the city has revealed itself to those not within its own boundaries. Well, I can't get back there. And I'm sure you're aware of why.
Oh, of course. No. Above table, no.
The greed. The greed of the deep.
Yes, there are so many you just want to find that crown jewel and take everything that it has. Levians, mortals. Whatever you're rolling.
Does when I say greed of the deep, does that does he doesn't have any adjusted facial expression?
Fucking no.
Okay. Wow.
You, with your observant perk, you mentioned Mr. Ray, there is a look on his face as you kind of start to listen and speak. He only has the briefest idea of whatever the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, regardless, those of the land cannot know of that of the sea. Truly, no good would come for us.
Oh, no, of course, nothing good would come of that. And how did you happen to get here from there?
Well, you see, I left. The greed of the deep appeared. A storm separated me from my home.
Yes, the greed.
I got lost. I tagged along with a group of pirates for a while, and eventually made my way away from them to land to try to find more knowledge and information of how to find my way back home.
When you say
And ended.
you mean like the ships and stuff? Like, when you see he points towards like the vessels that are smashed together.
Yes, Glowbeard, if you're aware.
I am so sorry for you having to deal with a bunch of air breathers.
Oh, it's no big deal. Sometimes we must tolerate in order to progress ourselves.
You see, during this point, Josie kind of makes her way back over, puts two, like, a goblet in front of you, a goblet in front of Igtigloog, and then just kind of leans over towards Jaruk and just kind of puts another one down. Just starts pouring wine, like, I assume I should be doing this.
While she's pouring the wine, I want to get out my compass.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to take a little look down at it to try to make sure it's still moving around and is okay, because currently Lola has the crystal that it should be pointing
You're
to.
correct. It's still good, moving a little bit.
Okay, there's a little, like,
They died off screen.
and I close it and slide it back into the pocket.
Of course, it's being puppeteered. As you look, he goes, okay. And how did you get down into this maze, may I ask?
Well, I went to a city that was underground. Quite preposterous. Who puts cities underground? You should put them underwater. It's much safer.
Oh, yes,
Anyways.
of course.
I came here to try to get information because I had heard that there was knowledge of the underlands, and it was a silly mistake of mine that when I assumed that they were referring to under, they might have knowledge of underwater, but of course, the air breathers don't have any knowledge of anything that actually matters.
Yes, of course. It's just, he's having wide range of reactions to, like, certain words, as you would understand. As you kind of, like, look past, you see Zaruk, who's just kind of, like, watching the fire, not really doing much with it, but you see, like, fish are being smoked on, like, a grill that's been whipped up. You see he leans over and, like, hasn't understood the conversation you've been saying. Just goes, hey, so, have you been able to ask your blessed one if she knows the way off this level? Igtigloog turns back and goes, I'm getting to that. Or if by any chance they happen to run into the thieves who came through earlier.
The thieves.
Yes, I'm getting to that. Oh, yes, we've had a unfortunate, notorious little spot of scoundrels who have made their way through and managed to make off with a few of our items. In most cases, the luxuries we have, we could, do away with. We're so rich in many other things, but they happen to run off with a particular item that we have just only managed to recently acquire, and it's pissing me off.
If you don't mind, did they manage to steal away?
You see, he looks at you. Go ahead and give me a persuasion presence, your choice.
I don't do persuasion, I do presence.
Okay.
Does extraordinary presence?
Yeah, you do have advantage over this.
Good.
All right.
20.
Leans over and goes, "There's a particular ring that we're looking for. It's got a little hole on it. I managed to run off of that. If you happen to find that, would be amazing if you could get it."
Like to come across it? I see why not.
Yes.
You all have been very gracious hosts so far.
Of course, there's plenty of baubles and knickknacks and other things that would be great. It's just that ring we spent a lot of time looking for that thing.
If you don't mind me asking, what is, you said you were trapped down here. What is binding you here?
You see,
Surely a noble creature such as yourself deserves to go where they please.
it's that fucking knot. That's the big issue here.
The knot.
Yes, the mage pulled both me and Jaruk over here. You talking about me? Yes, I'm talking about you. Don't worry. Only lovely, lovely glittering things. He's an idiot. Managed to pull us from our respective home planes and stuck us here. And unfortunately, we haven't been able to leave. You haven't run across any undead besides this one, have you? Where'd you pick this one up, actually? And you see he points at Buddy, who is currently doing a jig because he doesn't know what else to do in this moment and is just trying to be nice and polite and entertain.
Well, one of my servants / compatriots that isn't currently here managed to acquire this one when we were in the town and were trying to take out a mage that had trapped another powerful creature that we managed to free.
Okay.
What? You said the mage. What was the mage's name that knotted you?
It's been a while. How or something. This creature that you freed, or the one who found it, their name. What is? Start with the E, has a Z in it, or something else along those lines. Yes, no. Dried skin. You can be honest with me.
No. Fury is the one that...
Undersea common equivalent of fuck.
It was my compatriot Sherry. Unfortunately, as we were traveling through this labyrinth, we were separated from half of our group. And me, Iria, the purple angry woman you saw earlier, Lola, the very free-spirited one that decided to go for a little swim. We were sent in one group, and I'm not sure what happened to the rest of our group. But if you see a red-haired woman that looks like she simultaneously wants to help you and kill you, a very kind lady who is very good at healing. And what did I quite like, but she confuses me quite a bit. She speaks in tongues a lot.
So a lady, and a lady. Okay.
3 ladies.
Got it.
Much like us. We are also 3 ladies.
Yes.
And
yes.
and Josie.
All sorts of ladies. You got it. See, looks down at Josie and just. We don't really deal with their kind of much.
We ran in hard on her. She was not with us when we first came. She's proved herself useful, though.
Oh.
Namely in removing traps before
Well, how did you?
I had entered the presence.
I see. How did you wind up separated then? If obviously it'd probably be pretty easy to get separated here.
Some sort of magical teleportation trap. We went to teleport, and we were separated.
You see.
About
Wheels long rusted begin to turn. tell you what. I have a little bit of a proposition for you. We can't really do much in our current situation. You're able to come and go. You're able to use the little teleporty things. Yes? Nice long pause.
We shall be soon. Unfortunately, due to the mishap with the trap, we are currently regaining that ability, but I do not expect that it shall take long. I myself am quite resourceful, and the ones that travel with me all have very many uses, and are very capable in their own rights.
Well, if you're trying to work your magic with these whole teleportation, I've managed to figure out the teleportation. Tell you what, if you're able to track down these ruffians and vagabonds who managed to make off with our things, especially the ring. If you find the ring, that'd be very helpful. If you find more rings like that, that'd be super helpful. But it just needs to be the one, trust me. If you do happen to find that and bring it back to me, I can help you with your little teleportation mishap nonsense that you have going on. How does that sound?
Be excellent.
And then before you know it, you'll be saying hello to Celise once again.
Does that name click with me?
Roll learning.
Because above table, I think I know who that is. What if I'm lucky?
In the back of your head, you hear, yeah, that's your name. That's what name's supposed to be. Yeah, that's her name. Oh, I've forgotten it for so long. Oh my God. I remember her name. Oh, I needed that. And you just hear Novos in like your ear, just kind of having a moment.
In my head, I'm just gonna pipe down. I need to keep my composure. I cannot let this guy's slip, or we could all die.
Yes, and maybe if Celise is able to help you out, she'll be able to pull those wretched flames out of you. Ugh. I'm so sorry this happened to you.
It is certainly an event that has happened. It has changed me. Some ways for the better, some ways for the worse. It has made me much appreciate the water and ice much more than I had before.
Of course. Well, we'll get you back to your pure state at some point or another. Don't worry about that. At this point, Iria and Lola, the two of you kind of make your appearance like right out the staircase. As you take a look over, Puddle, you see Lola wearing a big ass tricorn hat.
Look what I found.
It was with the towels.
Oh, a pirate hat. How charming.
Oh yes, darling, it suits you.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
Once my hair dries and the full curl is there, it's gonna look great.
I imagine that they're coming from a way where, like, I'm turned to look at them and my face is not towards the genie. I say that, oh, how charming, but my actual face is, oh, I really want that.
Well, too bad.
Iria, Lola, and I'm speaking in common now, so that everyone can understand.
It'd be funny you're talking in your aqua language, like...
And you were just like, what the fuck did
Our
she
good
say?
friends here, they informed me of some thieves that need taken care of.
Both of you, perception check, please. Real quick one. Okay. Puddle mentioned
19?
thieves.
Oh, thieves.
The
Thieves,
person-
yeah, no.
person who hasn't been able to understand the conversation thus far, aside from the other genie, you see Josie kind of like eyes widen a bit. Who at this point has also found a decrepit boat oar and has been casually just doing a whole fan routine situation, just at the two of them, and it's just been completely ignored this whole time.
Poor Josie.
Yes, some thieves came through before we made it in here and took some possessions. And if we are to hunt them down...
I'm glad I don't have the honest feet.
If we were to hunt them down and reclaim their... you said it was a ring with a horn, correct?
Yes, a horned ring.
If we are able to recover said ring, they believe they can help us with our teleportation issues, which could potentially help us reunite with the rest of our group.
I have silver tongue, so you see nothing. Poker face is on. Okay.
I have the mask up, so there's no facial expression.
For now, though, I believe the fish should be ready soon. We should eat, recuperate a little bit of energy, and then look for some trail or clues as to where these vagrants might have gone.
Yes. Zaruk, is the meal ready? It looks over towards the other guy and he just goes, "Fuck if I fucking know." I don't know. Do these look cooked enough to you? He genuinely looks to the rest of you.
I eat mine raw typically, but I can eat them cooked.
Oh, for fuck!
I know. I prefer them either way. It's usually just what is more of convenience. If I'm out quick hunting, it's a simple kill and eat. But
you see, out of the earth, this just big stone slab appears. He just grabs it up and just throws fish on top of it. Oh, here, go eat.
eat up. We're going to need the energy.
I want to roll a logic check. Do these?
I have a dumb idea.
I have a dumb one.
Sure.
I want to do a logic. Do these fish look normal or because I know in real world there's some poisonous fish to eat that are not good for
Fugu?
you.
Talking about fugu? Blowfish?
Or the puffer fish if it's cooked the wrong way.
Give me your logic.
Okay.
Lolo, what's your crazy idea?
She said dumb idea, not crazy.
That's a dumb.
14.
So I have truthfulness, right?
Okay.
The Bane,
Sure.
and I wanted to offer to play them to sing them music and try to play a simple chord since I can't really pluck.
Yeah.
To try and cast truthfulness so that certain questions can be asked, but I don't know how to tell my friends I'm doing this.
Working on that.
But I don't mind waiting on that if you need to switch at some point because it has been on us for a minute and I feel really bad.
I would say you were trying to get truthfulness. That does take some time.
I would be singing. I'd be playing simple, but mainly singing to get them.
10 minutes to invoke. So you're gonna be here for
I'm
a minute
playing-
unless you guys
I'm playing
really
three-
wanna get going.
I mean, I assume we're going to be eating and trying to ask them questions about where they know the thieves might have went.
Area
And
with
things like that.
With a 14, it's not cooked well. I mean,
Okay.
I don't eat fish myself personally, so I couldn't tell you what's wrong with it. It's just...
It's been a while since we ate, so I'm still gonna eat, even though I'll probably regret this.
Puddle chows down. Buddy has no stomach, so he just kind of sits and waits for little skeletons to pop up so he can have some of that.
Fish bones.
Yeah.
Lola's just I'm actually still full from all the gummy worms and I don't really want to upset my stomach, but I would love to play some music while you eat.
You let your servant eat worms? Actually, that's
Gummy
not
worms.
cost-effective.
Did he say that in common or undercommon?
No, he said that in the early.
I'm waiting for him to slip.
I'm asking every time.
As you lot sit down and just have your meal and kind of start sharing a few details about something, Shiri and Castria, you have made your way forward into this strange place. Going through, you see every once in a while that there are columns and pillars that stretch out before you. Looking about this area that you make your way into, there's the sound of dripping water. Once in a while you see moss, but you see worked stone move out from beneath you. Still that sound of something. You see Nixus is kind of like stopping, taking a look up, and pulled out a little small journal. Has been writing a few things as she makes her way through. The three of you, if you don't mind, give me a perception check.
Can I roll prescience instead? Because I do feel like it's still up, because she's kind of thrown off by what she got from the divine sight.
Yes. The DC is much higher for you.
That's fine.
And as you make your way forward, are you sticking towards the front or the back of the group or anything else along those lines?
What's his name? Rock was leading, so I'm just wherever next to Castro and Shiri.
Okay. You kind of stopping to take a look around. Nothing's kind of come scattering out. You enter into like a hallway with like floor kind of smooths out towards the side. Like a weird little dip towards the middle. Shiri, you make your way forward. There's nothing popping out. You also are keeping your eyes out for just the faintest glimpse of those two sparks, just in case. Castria, as you move inwards, this is the way forward.
She still keeps trying to listen for that voice. Not sure if that voice is actually her patron or something else. I'd say she's kind of preoccupied by it.
This is the way forward. Make your way forward. Your Nixus. The three of you hear her go. Interesting markings on these columns. Could have been back in the day. As she's kind of motioning upwards, you see Roke kind of stops and turns and looks, and knowing that she's probably going to take a moment to like do a study on everything that's around. Look around, you see little alcoves and like little indentations into the walls where like decrepit like pottery and other sorts of things laid around. Signs of cobwebs left so long ago. Shiri, you had a question.
Would it be okay to give her a bolster just to, like, as an act of good faith that we're trying to help each other out?
Who are we bolstering?
I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. Unless I write them down.
Is this the hobgoblin
Yes,
lady?
thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. What would you like to bolster on her?
I guess her studying what she's trying to.
Okay. Yeah, you can do it on learning or logic, your choice.
Learning.
Yeah. You see, as you get a little bit of that help. Go ahead and give me the roll for that, by the way, if you don't mind. I'm assuming you're using creation for it. Give me a creation.
Yeah.
You reach out. Do you place a hand on her or anything else along those lines?
I'll ask her first to make sure she's okay with it before, like, and if she's okay with it, then yeah.
Kind of snaps out of it. You see she's put some goggles on her face. What? Oh. Interesting. Well, yes, go ahead.
Do you have a preference for the glasses or yourself?
Go ahead.
She'll put her hand on.
As you lay that bolster onto her, she turns back and starts looking over. I actually will roll for her then. See if she. Actually. And that. You can stop. I have to yell at my own dice now. Huh. She smiles at you, and despite the fact that you can't see it, she gives like a little bit of that extra motion, like she's winking underneath the goggles. Like very tinted sort of things. You see her gaze kind of linger a bit. She turns back towards these columns and goes, yes, interesting sort of make on this statuary here. And as she gestures up, you see like there are lines, strange like sort of makes on it, everything else along those lines. You can tell a lot by the artistic choice of what these things are supposed to be. This looks could have been. She stops and leans back. I was going to say draconic, but excuse me. She breaks away from you and goes after Castria, who has entered into the next chamber. Castria.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way into the room, the chamber, a space. What it is, it kind of doesn't matter. There is columns and pillars to either side as you head forward. Ahead of you, you see a little bit of stairs. No, it's not stairs, just a slope. There is a massive column statue of black obsidian. Find yourself before it, looking up at it. There's that your heart is beating. I need you to roll will for me, please.
Fuck.
And in cheering.
Putting a legend point into this.
The both of you see Castria has just disappeared. Nixus goes into the next chamber. And Raul kind of turns and is just surprised with what's happening. He moves to follow. I assume the two of you follow after, just to make sure.
Yeah.
You find yourself in another hallway. Up ahead, you see the doors have been pushed open. Tall, 30-foot high doors that have been pushed open to a perfect angle to allow entry for a being. It's at this moment that you hear that sound, now unmuffled, ahead of you. The sound of something slithering and hissing. Beneath you, you see movement. If you stop to try to take attention to it, there are creatures moving about beneath your feet. Not getting in the way, but there are things that are alive in this place. And as you manage to catch up to Nixus, who has made a power walk, by the way, towards these doors and looks inwards, see she reaches up and lifts her goggles. Liv puts them back down. Castria.
Was 10 enough?
11's a fun roll.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
It's okay.
as you stop, you hear a noise behind you. You have there's someone behind you. You stop and turn and look back behind you, and you find yourself in darkness. Finally, one of mine has finally found their way to my sanctum. You feel the darkness creep around you. A darkness that is not just itself shade or an absence of light, but that which kills the light. It snuffs out the light. It devours the light. It creeps its way into the back of your mind and takes hold.
The old guts.
something that usurps. I am that which devoured your son. And you, my child, with your sacrifice, will bring me back into this world. You know my name. Speak it, and let me through the gates. Let me back so that I might devour your star once again. Speak it!
I still don't know how I did on the will, so I'm not sure what to do next.
You, Shiri, and find Castria turned back towards you, eyes pitch black, glamour faded, stuck to the statue like a tarry substance is eating away at her. It is sucking her inwards. You do not know if you have long to rescue her. As Castria, the name appears to you. Something older than perhaps creation itself. Something that has ties to you, and something that hates you. The one that devoured the sun long ago. The night serpent. If you know its name or not, it doesn't seem to care. And then Shiri, you only have so long before your friend is lost. What do you do?
I'm gonna grab her.
You race forward, flagstones slamming against your heels, and what do you do in this moment?
Oh, yeah, I was still had traumatized about somebody not getting kidnapped. Run towards her.
Both of you race forward. You grab onto Castria's exposed hands. Castria, something moves in the darkness. It moves through you. It moves through your mind. I would like you to roll will. And I will give you advantage 2 on this.
And I will use my last legend point, so hopefully that'll be this advantage 3 won't fuck me over.
Can we donate points?
That might help in this case, if you'd like to. How do you manage to help her in this case?
You said it was like a darkness, like trying to consume her.
There is a dark, shadowy substance that is attempting to suck her inwards.
I'm going to cast light into it, like to try to push it out and try to call to her, like Castria.
Roll creation for you. And what do you do in this moment as you reach your friend?
Just do it up the will. I do have points for the will. Holding on to her. Kind of have an idea of her attitude. I do have points in will.
Okay.
Can I give her like a pep talk? Welcome to my TikTok. Kind of hype her up that she can do it. Like, come on, you. I'm stronger than this. You remember who you are. Kind of like focus.
You have points of will. It's really odd to help out someone with will, but you reach out, take her hand. Castria is fighting against this. She is fighting. Her form is fighting. It's just that there is something in her that is lost somewhere. But Castria, as you turn and look and desperately try to find something, I would like you to roll. You will. You are having help with this. And if either of you would like to donate legend points to this. Up to 2 legend points for both of you.
2.
Yeah, I'll go for 2, so we'll be back at lucky number 7.
For this roll, you may use those 4 legend points in that.
So that would make it 7.
Okay. If you do not make this roll, bad things will happen.
Yeah, no shit. Castria, sensing her friends and knowing all of the things that she knows, calls back to the Ancient One. You know nothing of sacrifice. I know my sacrifice. And today is not that day.
Roll your will. With a 28, Castria, you turn and say, "Today is not that day." And as you do so, a light appears, a door.
Running for the door.
Shoot your way forward. In your case, not running, but slithering as fast as you
Yeah,
can.
I'm fast as
you
fuck,
make
boy.
your way forward. As you hear behind you, as something larger than the world and everything you have ever known shrinks back from this light, but seeing you try to get away, it starts to swirl up behind you, trying to get closer. There is something with many eyes, many teeth, many scales coming after you. But as your fingers touch that light, the substance disappears from the statue and Castria forward into End and Shiri's arms. As you're able to take a moment to take a breath. As you stop and take a look around, you hear around you the movement, slithering, hissing sounds. Castria, you're the first to notice the columns are statues of great snake figures. A temple of your people from long ago. Something dark and twisted and horrible was worshipped in this place. Snakes curl and slither around the base of the statue behind you. Something clatters nearby. As Shiri, you hear that noise and recognize it, and there's that brief moment where you take a glance upwards, and in the darkness far above you, you see 2 pinpricks of light looking down. And this is where we're going to leave our session.
Y'all ready for some cult shit?
I thought I was going to get to do the snake meme here in a second ago.
Not quite yet.
Jeez.
It is not this day.
Meanwhile, the other party's having like a lackadaisical adventure, and then you're all in like deep, dark shit.
Well, just getting possessed by one of the old ones.
We're stealing stuff, putting on pirate hats.
To be
By
fair,
the
we are
way-
like 5
So
wrong
she-
words away from obliteration.
By the way, I couldn't do any Googling to find out what that god's name was.
Amy, you know what its name is.
It's not Lilith, is it?
No.
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 That's the only god I've run into in this place before.
I will tell you the name afterwards.
Okay.
Because it occurs to you in a sort of primal way that you would know its name.
You don't want to tell the folks at home? Here's the thing.
It's
I feel
Larry
like
Donkey.
the character would know that god's name, but the player was like, I'm recording and I can't Google things right now.
Don't worry. You'll get to next
Okay, cool. Folks at home, don't worry. I'll know off screen.
week. I'll likely say it again at some point or another, so don't worry about it. Well,
That was intense.
as we leave, one band in the cahoots of a very couple of entitled individuals, the others left in a temple to something far off and forgotten. We'll be back here next week. Combat!
Is a basilisk? What is that?
We'll find out.
Okay.
Because I was thinking snake. I was thinking basilisk too. Goes like snake, basilisk. Mhm.
It could always be a Hydra, the level 2 Hydra.
Hey, Hydra.
Hopefully not a false Hydra.
What are you doing here? Oh, hey man, how's it going? Alright, well. Next time, big snake business. Anyways, yep, that's it. Bye.
Bye.